as soon as I get, you know, my all the knowledge and all the bearing, you know, I gotta get my bearings, gotta get really familiar with the content, and I will be posting a 100% guide for you guys in the very near future. But yesterday we had to end abruptly because there was a very, very bad storm coming in, and unfortunately it was interfering with the connection in terms of like the internet and all that. It ruined my backyard, all that stuff, so you know, stuff like that. So we had to pretty much end it a little prematurely. But in either case, that's why I couldn't start as early as I wanted to. I didn't want to start much earlier, like 9 or 10, but I was out in the backyard doing stuff, fixing the plants and everything, so we're all good now. It looks like the connection is nice. If, for whatever reason, the connection starts dropping frames or stuttering, please let me know. That's not an annoyance thing. That's not like you being rude, or that's just making sure that we're, you know, you guys are getting the best content that I can deliver. And if I didn't know it's stuttering, just let me know so that I can fix it. Or restart. Unfortunately, sometimes a restart is the best way to fix it. So that's the path back over to the main entrance. So we've kind of connected it yet again. Another testament to the wonderful level design of Lies of P. But we're going to be coming down this way. I'm waiting for an ambush, honestly. Blood around the corner here. There was a chest up above, so I'm assuming that we'll still be able to circle around and get some secrets. I'm assuming there's going to be enemies falling from the sky at some point. Or from the ceiling. We knew there'd be an ambush, right? Because that enemy was just clear line of sight. We get the sharp pipe for our troubles. And we can continue along this pathway now. Oh, that was not cute. That was not cute. Okay, so the ones that have the straight jackets like actually intact can go pure Resident Evil 4 on you. Right. So we can go down, or we can continue straight along here. I say we go here first. I was waiting for an enemy to drop on our heads. Ah, this is probably how we then go around to all the other areas. So that would seem to be an optional route. This over here seems to be the intended path. Yeah, we go over here then. Okay, so we're gonna have to go this way. This reminds me of Codex Lost for a second. Well, that's gonna be some tricky platforming, isn't it? Lovely. Alright, if we fall, at least we get loot, right? There's that. Oh god, are those roaches? My other phobia. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, that's fine too. Yeah. So we grab this miraculous enhancement ampule. That's funny that we get that. This area reminds me of AI Limit. Just straight up. Alright, so I'm curious. One of these pathways has to lead to that... there's an enemy up there. Has to lead to that little ladder. I'm assuming this would be it. It's not it. Okay, well. We're gonna go around this way then. Explore everything and then find our way. The key will be to somehow find our way back to the area with the ladder. Oh my freaking goodness. Not cool, bro. I do need to kill that thing then. And that decay is real. We'll go up here and take out this enemy first. There's so much happening. Why are they so noisy up here? This is very interesting because this is not where I thought it would lead. Ah, it is. Never mind. Shot put and resplendent ergo fragment. Lovely. Okay, now we can explore in relative peace. Why is it not aiming towards him? What in the... Do I have to sacrifice myself here? I don't know why I can't hit him. There you go. What was happening there with the lock-on? That was odd. Look at the resistance ampule. Let's see. So we can continue along this kind of pathway. This might lead back, and then we know we can go back up. So up is probably going to be a little bit later. Let's just wait for now and see if we can connect the dots, get back to the route that led us to here in the first place, or would have led us here in the first place. Looking for a ladder that, yeah, this might actually be the ladder. A ladder that seems to go down like a sewer or a pipe. This might be it. I'm trying to find that so we can get our bearings, understand where we need to go. This should be it. This should be then the pathway where we jumped into the pipe. Yep. Lovely. Okay, good. So now that we've come full circle, we know that that's just an area that you need to go to get those goodies on the higher ledges that are inaccessible. We also know we need to go to the jail cells, and we need to go into the areas that that are frozen or that have that chill gas in there. The gas that causes chilling. Not the gas that makes you chill, but the gas that freezes you and kills you. Alright, so we've explored this area to the fullest. Now we go up to the jail cells. Our goal will be to turn off the generators, if there are such things, so that we can deactivate the cold that's spewing from the machine, so we can explore the two areas up above. Alright, so we've got a lot of enemies up top and in these cells. I have a feeling they're going to try and bum rush us or something, so we got to be careful. Once we actually find a way to open all of these. These are clearly this is some sort of institution they had, and I'm assuming that it was an asylum. Because remember, wasn't Hotel Krat built upon an asylum? And then it was a kingdom, or a castle, then it was an asylum, then it's a hotel, right? So this is the asylum. Didn't realize that they already had carcasses, or petrified carcasses here. Really messed up stuff, guys. I love this new outfit. Looking fantastic. Very stylish. Yeah, another ambush. Remember these guys? I like those guys. Alright, now we can head back over here. We've got some enemies up top. Let's see, this guy's gonna be a pain, I can tell. Let's get him in here. Ah. That was terrifying. Okay. I traded, but that was not the trade I wanted to make. That was not the exchange we wanted. Alright, we need to be careful as we're traversing up this area. Matthias reigned, Romeo must die. What's up, Inhuman? You're early today. Yeah, I wanted to make up for a little bit of lost time yesterday. Unfortunately, my stream started like lagging out. We had some crazy storm coming in, and it was just an absolute mess. It was interfering with all kinds of stuff. And then I couldn't start earlier than I wanted because, or as early as I wanted, because my backyard was an absolute mess. All the plants had flown around everywhere and stuff. Not good, not good. They're raging over here. Romeo must die. That's a Jet Li movie, is it not? Whoa, good punch, bro. That guy would have killed me, though. Crescent Moonstone. Alright, we've got another way to explore these jail cells. Let's explore this top area first if we can, though. Oh, how do I miss that? I have no heals. That was dumb. I have no heals. Almost died there. It is indeed, which is why I said that. Nice. Yeah, Jet Li. Those were some really fun. Oh my gosh. Oh. I had to scratch my back. I thought I was dead. Cosmix's DLC is out. Damn, I don't know if I will get it. How hard is it? It's challenging for sure. I think it's really awesome and worth it for, you know, my opinion, but that's me being a giant Liza P fan, so yeah, the DLC is fantastic. And it's like 20 hours, which the base game's 40 hours, so I mean, you're getting like a gigantic expansion. Where the hell did he go? Oh, he went through me. Oh, okay. Did he like anime strike me there? Alright. Where am I? What? Where am I? I'm so lost right now. Okay, this is one of the frozen areas. I do think it's this way then, maybe? Are there summons on bosses? I beat bosses with summons just because I could. Yeah, there's definitely summons. You can use the Spectre. Absolutely. You still have that option available. Absolutely. There are absolutely summons. You can summon the Spectre, so I haven't done it. I typically don't use the Spectre, but not on every boss. I would say on the major bosses. The bosses that you can't use it on, they have much less health. But on the major bosses, the bosses that will drop you like Boss Ergo, that have like special boss drops and stuff, those do. Absolutely. But not on every single, I mean, like so far I fought like a giant crocodile. That one didn't have anything, but it had a giant life bar and stuff, but he didn't have a lot of health. But the boss that I fought after, it did allow me to summon. I didn't summon though, I just don't usually do it, but you did have the option. That guy pisses me off. What's the price? Ooh, I don't know. That I don't recall off the top of my head. It's either $30. I think it's $30. I need to get up here. So you see, this is probably going to be one of the cells or somewhere we reach at the end. But we need to get up and around here. So it looks like it's possibly from the jail cells. You drop down and you can come all the way straight ahead. But we'll be getting all that hopefully. I think it was $30. I find the first area of this game harder than everything else in it. The first area, yeah, the zoo. Are you talking about the base game wings? Or are you talking about the DLC? So far, the zoo's been the most difficult. The zoo was an absolute ass kickery. I guess because I hadn't played in, you know, like 2 years either, but still. That aside, it was still challenging. Alright, what was, the path here? Trying to remember. I think this was the dead end. Yep. Perfect. So we just move forward this way. Yeah, the zoo was an absolute, like, slap on the ass. It was difficult. I felt like I was like, damn, I'm sorry that I haven't played in so long. Can you imagine, guys? I could have just, from the beginning, just turned right in here. I forgot I opened up the shortcut. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the zoo was very punishing. It's like, you remember me, right? And guys, please let me know if like we get some sort of frame drops and stuff like that. You know that I hate that kind of stuff. I want the streams to be crispy, so if you see like that nasty stuttering and all that, just let me know. I will restart or fix it. Cosmo says, well, can't really watch stream since probably gonna buy. Yeah, no worries, no spoilers, right? Thank you so much anyways for the stopping by, Cosmic. Wing says, I've been finding all the bosses. Oh my gosh, I wasn't, that's what I get for reading chat. I've been finding all the bosses in the DLC love to push you into a corner and blind you. Really? Marciona was pretty fun. I actually really like that fight. They are quite aggressive though, that's for sure. The thing that I forgot about is the amount of poise the enemies have. They have so much poise that it makes it quite difficult to interrupt their attacks. Take care, Cosmic. Okay, let's think here. So we came from here. That's the path we would have come to if we went to the bottom area of the jail cell. So we're gonna move this way. Yeah, the camera got a little wonky, I would say, as well on that part. Because she would do her slam attack, and you couldn't even see Carlo. Like you had to I was just like going like spam dodging, like a noob. Yeah, I was spam dodging like a mofo just to get rid of the just so I could ensure that I'd clear that AoE slam she was doing. Huh? So he is over there. That's sucky. So he respawns. That's no fun. Not cool, not cool. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's... I don't remember the camera being much of an issue in this game, but that was an attack in particular with Marciona that was driving me absolutely nuts. Okay, so now I got my bearings. We gotta go this way and take out that big giant thing. Love how he knows where I'm at. Dude, bro. Dude, bro. Wow. I don't like that. And we got this brother over here. No! I love playing with those guys. Thought I saw something back there. Dodging, ugh. All this disgusting dodging I'm doing. If I could hit your back, you big back bastard. No! This is gonna be great. Now I'm guaranteed to get punched in the face. Oh my gosh! Okay, we're good. Now he falls down. Okay, note to self. Never do that again. Not ever. There was a second enemy that came out of nowhere. We have all the guys crawling on the ceiling as well. I used the puppet string as well. The reason why I'm using this is because chat. And even if I were to parry that, I'd have to parry all 4 attacks. Which is super annoying. Cool. Wrong thing. Okay. Now we're back to no heals. And I don't really perfect guard with this weapon because it has a hell of a recovery animation, so you gotta parry. Yeah, I puppet string everything as well. I don't use the Aegis much, but I use puppet string on everything. I did a 100% guide on this channel, so I'm quite familiar with it, but it's just been 2 years since I've played, so. I did a lot of lore on it as well, which was like something that I was really, really excited about, so I'll be, of course, featuring that as well. I'm just going to take my time with it, and as I get through the content at my own pace, I'll be featuring the 100% guide. Shows all the secrets, all the different choices and all that, and then of course the lore, which is what I'm most excited about. If I could use the boy like Dark Souls, I'd do it too. Yeah, I'm just rusty. I haven't played in a long time. And this is my old challenge run file that's like bare bones. I have like none of the unlockables or recollections or anything. So I'm like, oh no, what have I done? But yeah, I didn't realize, normally in challenge runs I'm quite the completionist, so it was really shocking to be like, whoa, coming back to this file and be like, I didn't unlock anything in this file. What was I thinking? Alright, so we have the lift. But we have this. Mr. X.
Say the deceased was an alchemist. A high-ranking one, too. Could be the warden. Even he fell to the legendary Stalker in a single blow. So, no warden, no control. Would explain all the chaos here.
Interesting, okay. So apparently, like, when you see this, like, X mark, I'm assuming she, like, dual wields or she strikes so fast. Like, she always strikes, like, in an X or something, because the legendary Stalker, many of the enemies she's killed end up that exact same way, so. Pretty cool. Other than lore, there was nothing really there. There's the lift. Okay, and then we also have we have ×2 chill areas. There's areas that are filled with chill. And I need to go ahead and... So I thought there was a way to maybe cancel them out or close them out, but I don't see that so far, and we're already progressing pretty good distance beyond them, so... I'm not sure if I'm going to need to find a way to just go in there and just use a resistance ampule and tank it. Crumpled interrogation log, a partially shredded interrogation log. Inquisitor, the rebuttal of the accused has failed to convince the Order. No valid reason was offered for the slander of Marchiona, the Enlightened One, nor the termination of the experiment. Do you have anything more to the accused says she must not create any more abominations. This is not the true path for humanity. Inquisitor says regrettable sacrifices must be made to pursue the path of truth. Accused says, Honorable Inquisitor, I refer not merely to the sacrifice, but to us all. We have strayed from humanity's path. Inquisitor says, it is not the evolution of humanity. Is not the evolution of humanity the purpose of the Order? The accused says, only if we begin from a shared principle of morality, Just look at those carcasses, the abominations she has created. The ego and metabolism of the original patients are gone, replaced by nothing more than the instinct to consume and survive. They may imitate features and gestures of their former selves, but that's more akin to rigor mortis than life. They are dead. As moral beings, we must give them peace. Redacted. The next pages are the most heavily damaged. The accused says, as an agent of the Salamander Division, which we know, that's how we got the Salamander Dagger and all that as well in the base game, I was present at the scene of the fateful incident. Back then, Marchiona meant nothing to the Order. She should have been disposed of. Instead, the elders decided her abnormal tendencies held value and invited her to join the ranks, and they were proven correct. But at what cost? What kind of monster implants the heart of a person who raised them into a puppet? Did she even mourn the loss of blank? Camille? Inquisitor says, would you wish sentiment to stand in the way of enlightened one's greatest accomplishment? She opened the door to the Order's discovery, immortality. If that is what immortality is, I'd rather die a human. Nothing else in the report's legible. Interesting. So, so maybe before Ergo was being implanted, or, well, this is all happening around the same time, so Ergo was already being implanted in puppets. She's actually implanting actual hearts of a person? Or do they know at this point that Ergo is the essence of the human who it belongs to, and they're just referring to it as heart? That's interesting. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to examine that a little bit more in depth. Don't do the crazy lady hair thing. Anti-freeze ampule. I might need to pump a bunch of you guys. Alright, and then we have to go down here as well. This is a drop down. There's no way back up. So instead, we'll be going back on the other side of this area. I wonder if I can knock these guys down. Not. Those are certainly going to fall. I can only imagine, and then make that encounter just all the more juicy. All the more juicy. I think the... Where was the ladder? There was a way to get down. Ah, here it is. Why does he keep stopping? Got some wicked range, bro. Okay. I'm going for it because I don't want to die here. We'll grab the loot. The Tenacious Amulet. Let's see what that does. Reduces shock and break effects. Only through unwavering determination can one withstand shock. The instinct of a puppet fighting to survive could also be called tenacity. Interesting. We got a big boy down there. That's a unique enemy. Yikes. Man, they were doing all kinds of terrible things. And I'm assuming Marchiona was kind of leading some of the experiments. That's why she not only did she create the arch puppets, which probably were powered by human hearts, but she was doing experiments with the petrified carcasses. So that's interesting. Alright, so we still have those icy areas we need to look into. This seems to be the only way down. There's another way down there. We've got a number of those unique enemies there. We've got the dude with the the giant ball and chain, and then we have this thing. Ooh, and I have no heals. So there's another way to get down even lower. I feel like those are gonna fall on our heads, aren't they? Probably. I figured you'd say that. Whoa! Okay. And the grabs that do all of the damage. In the DLC, you pretty much die in 2 hits, no matter what happens. So a grab was a grab plus a sneeze will kill you. Alright. Did we just tank it since we were dying anyways? I say we just tank it. I thought there would be a... well, of course, you move really slow. Shot put. Doesn't really matter if we die at this point. Ah, so there will be a way to melt it then. And then of course there's that path in there. Okay, cool. Well, I think we'll find a way around then. Freeze is nasty. I hate how much it slows you down. That is not cool. So, we still need to explore the 2 chilled areas, so I'm not gonna remove that from our to-do list just yet. We gotta learn how to take these guys out a little bit more effectively too. I know fire does wonders, but of course that interrupted. Trying to break his canister. We know that's a weakness, but he does turn around quite a bit. He's that boy likes to pivot. All right, here we go. Fable Catalyst. See, these guys have absolutely no poise whatsoever. But even like a standard enemy, if you're doing a strong attack, they can tank right through or poise right through any one of your... I'm like, how does that work? Are we forced to go this way and avoid getting shot? It seems that we are. And I've not opened up any additional pathways, so yep. Oh my gosh. Like these enemies, for example. All the boys. They reel like that, but that's not really doing anything, I promise. Lovely. Where did he come from? Alright, let's get back up. Alright. I think maybe we go more for the perfect guards. I haven't been able to build up my Fable charge anyway, so maybe we go a bit more Fable charge. I say that and immediately go for a parry. I know, I know. I'm a hypocrite. Stay over there. Anything crazy? Oh, where the hell did this thing come from? That must have come from the other corner or the other side of the bed. Alright, don't notice me, big guy. Pretty please. Okay, that was the one we already... Oh, so I do have to go to the other side. Darn it. Okay, so that enemy looks like he's going to be fun to fight. I need to get back on the... figure out like when it's best to perfect guard versus... the parrot. Take this guy out just to clear out our path here. That's the lift. Okay, so we have a lift that we need to check out as well. So we need to come back to that, okay? That's probably going to lead us to all the areas that we can, that's going to unlock all the gel cells or whatever in the main area. Oh, okay, what a mess. Marcus, what's going on? Marcus says, hi, bro. Wanted to check in and say hi. The girls have gone off, but don't know for how long. Time to get your gaming session in, man. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, just definitely want to check in and say, hey, switching pace to Liza P really quickly. This is one of the games that I have covered from inception, from all aspects, lore, theories, and of course guides and stuff. So I wanted to get my playthrough start on it so that we could, of course, you know, kind of get a head start on the guides and all that. And I had to take a little break from Tainted Grail, but it won't be forever. It won't be too long anyways. But as soon as I'm done with this, we jump back into Tainted Grail and we'll explore all the other things that the game has to offer. There's some really cool patches that came out too. So that's exciting because now we're going to have new content. And potentially new stuff coming in August, so that's really exciting. But that's the way we're supposed to go, guys. We just clear out that area really quickly. That's how it's supposed to go. Okay, this will take us to another level. Jeez Louise. That's going to be boarded off as well. Okay, so... when it comes to options, we don't have very many. So we could either go down yet again, or we go up here. I say we go up first and explore the main area. I have to admit, I've never played this game, so no idea what's going on. I haven't played in years, so I also have no clue what the hell's going on. Game came out in 2023. I have no clue what's happening either. You are not alone. And I was like the guy on this game, like 100% guide and all that stuff. I'm like, huh? So we've opened up a shortcut. This is a Souls-like, so if you're familiar with like Dark Souls and things like that, it's the same kind of game. It just has a cool like fantasy, like it's heavily inspired by Pinocchio, for example. And there's lots of really cool lore, and the gameplay is fantastic. It's a really good game. Really, really high quality game. But I also have no clue what the hell's going on, so yes. You're not alone. Okay, so this would make it seem like we could go down that one more level, or I could drop down here, which might be better. Let's try this. Oh! I heard that was scary. No, no, no! Okay. Dead. No, you're not dead. Hold on. I had to move my glasses. Now you're dead. Well, that was terrifying. I heard somebody do a charge attack, and I was like, oh, there's nobody here, and I just rolled away. I'm aware of the game, but just never played. Oh, okay, cool, cool. Yeah, it's awesome. It's my favorite non-FromSoft Souls-like. So it's one of my favorite games ever. So the fact that it had DLC was great, but I just wish that it hadn't come out so abruptly because I have so many other projects going on right now. It's actually quite stressful and a little bit overwhelming because I'm like, I don't have time. I was rusty. I was hoping to get practice runs in beforehand, and yeah, that didn't happen. So let's see. We just picked up something. Puppet of the Future's Welder Blade. Is that what we just picked up? Heavy blade taken from special equipment that welds puppets of the future together. The thickness of the blade allows immense heat. So please tell me this is our advanced weapon. The puppets of the future were built to do the work of the future, as the name implies. Oh. And to build the future, the past must sometimes be broken. Is that so? Why isn't it letting me read the rest? The industrial hand grip of the special equipment that wields the puppets of the future together. Its unique heating mechanism enhances the heavy iron blade's lack of firepower. Even the puppets of the future could only endure the intense heat for so long. These puppets were like an assembly of melted puppets that would, given time, become welded together. So then we have... This looks like a rapier, but please tell me it's advanced. That'd be sick. It is! Okay, so this is going to be great for the 100% walkthrough. This weapon is going to be beautiful. It scales off of advance. The damage looks fantastic. It's got good physical attack. Also has really good fire damage as well. So you're going to be just melting enemies in this particular area. Wow. Okay, I like that. Overheat stab and fire amplification. So heat up the blade for a strong forward stab. Or we have the temporarily increases the handle's fire attack. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. But it kind of looks like a lance. I thought it was going to be more rapierish. Okay, it's like a gigantic rapier, but he uses it more like a lance. The moveset is just kind of stiff. You only have the one. Like, rapiers, typically you're going to have very linear moves. Duh, but... That's just spewing fire. I mean, that's cool. That's actually really cool. That is a fun weapon. We'll be checking that out for sure in the 100% guide. We forgot all about these guys. These are the Death Talons. Yes. Let's see what this is all about. Well, you can slash forever. That's good. That's just the charged R2. Okay. Alright, we'll have to test those out a little bit more later. I forgot all about that. So the Death Talons could be something fun, but telling you, this weapon, which is a crossover weapon from Wukong, is fantastic. Matthias says, Inhuman, last night you wanted us to remind you to go back to an area after doing something first, but the stream was cut short due to the weather. I think it's the chilled areas. There's two areas that are like chilled, meaning like, they apply freeze. So I've notated them, and then there's a lift that I need to take as well. It's upstairs, so I do thank you for reminding me, but I have not forgotten, so thank you so much, though. Because, yeah, I was like, dang it. It ended abruptly because the storm was coming in, it was impacting everything, and it was making the gameplay all stuttery and stuff. This looks like it's doing it again. Let me just double check real quick. I want to make sure that like it's not it shouldn't ever do that. So like, yeah, it's good. If it skips or stutters, like that's a problem, you know? I don't know why it was doing that early, but yeah, I have to check every once in a while. And if not, you guys let me know, hey, it's stuttering or skipping. Yeah, I don't know, it's acting weird right now. Now that I mentioned it, right? We're gonna have a butterfly come up here, it looks like, because we have the monad lamp lighting up. You're welcome, thank you. Oh, lovely. The butterfly should be here any second now. The guy walks like Urkel. Steve Urkel. Where are the butterflies? There they are. Okay, so get a butterfly at bottom jail cell. Pink. Good, so we need to stay to the right whenever that happens in the walkthrough. Very good. This looks like it's gonna circle back around to the chilled area, I can only imagine. Let's see. Ooh. It circles to the other side of this floor. That's fine. That's even better. Always look up. Alright, we got a big boy. Oh my gosh. Oh, my face. Okay. Don't spin, don't spin. Okay. Those attacks are easy. So far. No, don't spin. I have no poise. I have no stamina. I'm dead. And my neck was itching. That's fine. That's fine. I did my best. Marcus says, "Hi, Matthias. Hope you're well." Let's see. Man, we did our best. But that wasn't good enough. Let's take this guy out and take the shortcuts, and then we'll be heading right back to the big ball and chain guy. The key along the way is to build up as much Fable charge as we can. I didn't time that right, did I? How did I miss that? It's all visual cues with this one and timing. Not so much on the audio cues. I'll never forget Champion Victor. That was a fight that taught me a lot. Taught me quite a bit, that fight. Lovely. All right, let's do this whole thing again, as one does. There's got to be a better way down here, up to that other level, right? Did I not clear that out yet? I don't think so. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. We gotta run past this and kill that ugly thing. Dodge this other guy. Okay, maybe from here, have we opened up any new pathways? We haven't yet. Dang. So we do need to circle around to this dum-dum. Who notices exactly where I'm at? Lovely. Alright, then there should be another enemy. Usually one drops on my head. Where did that guy go? We got a lot of good drops for that particular enemy as well. I'm not complaining. Nice. Get out of here. We'll grab this as well. Crescent Moonstone, we got some upgrade materials. Go this way. Yeah, don't dodge forward. He hurts. Legion magazine. I'll take it. Lovely. Now I do have to fight through all of this because I believe I have to get to the other side of this big boy here so I can drop down and kill the that fellow with the ball and chain. I wonder, is that... Okay, he's still here. And the other enemy respawned as well. Damn. But they're like, nah, those are regular enemies. Those aren't elites. Don't worry about it. Cool. Stop hitting. We don't hit our friends. That was unpleasant, to say the least. Hello, you want to drop down? It's my fault for getting impatient. Okay. And then normally we would have gone to the left side, then circled back around this way. We are going to be going through here. You're just going to sit there, buddy? My reaction time is terrible right now. Okay. There's two things in here. We could drop down, but we have this ladder. I guess this ladder would mean if I needed to come up and then open up that shortcut, go through here. Now we don't need to fight that first enemy again. We can drop down and then take on the big boy, right? Oh my goodness, he's angry. No, oh my gosh, he's so mad. No, I'm panicking. I didn't have any stamina, or I was getting up or something. I was mashing and I was just terrified. So I was scared. I was scared. Well, and we do what we can. Yeah, this way. This walk of shame, man. It's a kick in the ass. But the moment you get impatient trying to rush through, you just die faster. Let me change my seat here. Get comfy. Gotta buckle down for this one. Okay, there, my seat cooperates. There you go. All right, time to lock in here. Matthias says, hey Marcus, I'm doing alright. Hope you're doing good in your neck of the world as well. Indeed. So much more loot that we need to grab. There's chests all around from the very beginning. It's just, I'm curious. I feel like I'm being thorough. Have I lost my touch? Sometimes they just poise through certain things. I will never understand it. Okay, now we go down here. We have to do the whole charade. We have to go through the enemy that spews like a bunch of acid at us. Dodge this right over here. Might as well take this one out so I can have fully charged Fable for the big guy. And can't wait to open up the next shortcut. Maybe it's going to be right through here. After we defeat the big guy, we'll have the shortcut right here. That's what I'm guessing anyways. So don't let me fall down there. That thing drops tons of, like, things. That's good. It's got a good drop rate. Oh no, raining here again. We had some rain yesterday. We had 100-mile-per-hour winds. It tore up my backyard a bit. I was out there in the morning. But yeah, it was a lot. 100-mile-per-hour winds. There was a lot of damage to properties all over the place. Yeah, it was no fun. No fun at all. So that enemy that busted through the wall also respawns, which is pretty interesting, if you ask me, because last time that was kind of a unique enemy that you'd fight the one time and that was it. So it's very interesting that you would be forced to fight it more than once, because that enemy is, in my opinion, an elite enemy. Quite difficult. Mother of pearl. Ah. That was bad. Yeah, no, you can certainly that was the worst storm of the year, as they're calling it now. But yeah, there were some properties that were damaged and things like that, but all, you know, I had put we're trying to grow, you know, have like a little something of a garden kind of thing. It's very small and quaint, but it's just one of those things where we're trying to, you know, have some stuff. And we put it all in as carefully as we could in one area to ensure that it wouldn't get blown away, but there's still a lot of things that were out of place when I woke up this morning, so it was pretty bad. It was like 4 hours. Chaos. I guess I could have backstabbed him. So is a backstab the way to go? And that's just our way of dealing with this threat? Maybe so. Summer's getting rained out. Actually, we're supposed to be getting more bad weather here as well. Unfortunately, hopefully it's an over-exaggeration. Yeah, it was... you know, normally they do all the fear-mongering, but it was semi-accurate. The timing was completely off. It was like 2 hours later, but... I mean, 2 hours earlier, but... they were a bit off on the timing. I would love to have a job where you can mostly be wrong and still get paid. Meteorologists. You gotta love it. They are wrong most of the time. And they still have great job security. Quit swinging. He's flailing. No more flailing. I'm about tired of this sequence right here. I need to get through. But there's no faster way to do it that I can think of. My controller's so messed up that it forces me to continuously go up. That's why I'm stopping. It's not because I forgot which way's up and down, I promise. But yeah, my controller's just... the PlayStation controllers in particular get a lot of drift, so... unfortunately, even though I've had this one for... I thought it's actually more than a few months. I've had it for closer to a year, but... it's already having damage. Or suffering from wear and tear, which is like, I literally haven't played hard in this controller or anything that's like a challenge run because I didn't want to put too much stress on it. But yeah, These controllers are really sensitive. What is he doing? Oh, okay. He always drops two things. That's cool. Resplendent Ergo Fragment Farm right there. There are so many good games coming out. Borderlands 4 is coming out as well. It's interesting we saw nothing about it in any of the announcements, but it's supposed to be coming out early September. That'll be lots of fun. Am I just gonna circle around this guy? Is that the cheap strategy we're gonna use? Oh my gosh, okay. We're just gonna circle around those guys then. I'm not gonna BS with the parries or perfect guards, because I'm just not in the, I'm not the skill level that I once was, so it's hard to pull those maneuvers off consistently. Come on. Come to Papa. September 12th. Yeah, I think you're right. It was supposed to be the 23rd, but it ends up coming out a whole week or so earlier. Yep, we're just going to trivialize this fight entirely. Charged R2 when they come down. Hello. Charged R2. I'm over it. We're fighting cheap now. We play to win. That's much better. So we gotta use our brains every once in a while. That's my good deed of the week. Apparently will cost $1 billion. Is it $80? An $80 game. Isn't that all the rave these days? Complaining about the prices of games. So that's right. He does 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2 unblockable attack unless it's a perfect guard. $1 billion. Now that I'm armed with knowledge, I'm not worried about this next phase anymore. I like his little flourish he does. Okay, and you with the mouth. Hey, 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 whoa! Okay, buddy, hold on. That was scary. Die! Now we go this way. I want all these secrets, so let's make sure we're thorough, that we remember them. There's a chest, there's that item, there's a handful of things. I'm assuming we're going to circle up and around to get all of them. And I'm assuming the lift has something to do with it as well, but we shall see. All in due time. All in due time. I don't understand how, like, they tank through certain things and then sometimes their poise is so low. It's a little inconsistent, and I'm not sure if there's something I can do to control that better. I do not know. But I do not know. Oh, reliable. I choked on my spit there. Oh, reliable, what's up? What's up, everybody? And bro Inhuman, I'm doing great. How are you? Did you watch wasn't there a football game or soccer as we call it in my part of the world? You said something about, was it Spain and Argentina or some places that I don't recall. There was a soccer game or a football game. that you were excited about. Give me my 2 items. Yeah, those guys are excellent farm. Farm those guys. The hell? He never comes out that early. That was scary. They just have to kite him. My God. Don't you do this. No! Okay. I got stuck. Matthias says, LOL Marcus, I heard one of the devs or the main guy behind Borderlands 4 had something to say the toxic haters hating on the price of the deluxe edition or whatever. Oh yeah, didn't he say something like, well maybe it wasn't, I don't know if it was the Borderlands guy, but I knew somebody was like, something to the effect of like, if you can't afford the game then, you know, or if you want it that bad you'll find it, or if you can't afford it you don't need to be playing games or something like that. But I'm like, geez, like, you're talking to the people that are gonna fund your lifestyle for the next few. Like, don't do that. And everybody's just on this $80 game hype. Hello? Bait, bait. Take the bait. Quit doing all that. He's, I'll call him Twinkle Toes. He's a bit light on his toes considering his heft. He's a hefty boy. I have to go for it, guys. Alright, we're going for it. Because I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. How the hell? That's not good. Grabbed by every monster. One grab attack, guys. Cool. Okay. Let me live. So maybe I didn't have to fight all of them? Is that what you're telling me? I could have just come across? I'm confusion because I thought that was the path to take. This dude busted through here. Huh. I feel like I'm a bit confused on that then. Did I go down there? Oh, I'm so confused. Maybe I did. And then I came back up. How did I get to the... No, this isn't it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Because, okay, I remember. Then we went up through this tunnel. That's what it was. Wow, it's just been so long since I've got here. No, there's somebody behind me. Where did you come from? No. Okay. Where did he come from? That was very terrifying. Maybe he fell down from one of these. No, who knows? Don't bite the hand that feeds. Wise words indeed. Very wise words, Marcus. Matthias says, yeah, like Trent Reznor said, bow down to the one you serve, you're going to get what you deserve. Yeah, that was kind of a jerky thing to say in my opinion. Like, that is very uncalled for. I think very, I don't know. It was crass, unprofessional, not very tactful, just tacky. Like, why would you talk to people like that? Especially the people that are making your dream possible. Thank you. The chain. Oh. He has all the freaking health in the world. And my stamina was not recovering fast. Let me test that really quickly. When my stamina was depleted, my god, it was regenerating so slow. So let's max it out real quick. And I was just strafing. That's a lot faster than what I felt like I was getting. I don't know, my stamina, I wasn't able to attack very often, and that's why I kept strafing and taking my time there to build it up. And then he started changing up his combo a little bit, unfortunately. And then whenever I recognized the combo, it was too late, and I couldn't time my parries because he killed me in 2 hits. Oh my gosh, I'm getting really frustrated. Okay, let's see. And dodge. And stab. And I'm gonna have to kill that unique again, like all these elite idiots that keep respawning. That's weird that the that bulbous, like, big-headed thing comes back, because that was considered like an elite in the base game, and it wouldn't return after you killed it the first time. But how do I get all this? This is the stuff I need. That's what I'm concerned about. There's 2 things beyond those walls that I haven't seen yet, but at the same time I haven't actually gone all the way through this underground facility either. I only play Souls games occasionally, says Marcus. I get fed up buying new TVs otherwise. What do you think about the ROG Xbox Ally X? I will pass on that. Old reliable. I do like me a good handheld console, but I'm not really too interested on the portable Xbox. Everything's an Xbox anyways, right? According to Xbox. But no, I'm just not really into it. Not too interesting to me. Doesn't seem like it just offers anything different, you know? And it looks cool, it looks great, but it's essentially a reskin of PlayStation's portable handheld device now. The portable days are just, I don't know why they are investing so much in that. That's kind of like a thing where you can just casually play on the go and get your gaming session in if you're fiending like me. But it's not a place for full immersion. It's not what a true gamer wants to experience. Like, you want to have you want to have the lights dimmed, you want to have the surround sound, you want to have all that stuff, you know? Very, very seldom is the handheld going to offer that experience, you know? What, 3 items? We are rich. Yeah, I don't mind Souls-likes. I play lots of Souls-likes, Marcus. In fact, that is kind of one of the main game types I play. Lies of P is one that I haven't played in years, though. It has got largely different mechanics. You can't really rely on your rolls and stuff so much. It's much more about skillful timing and guards and parries, which is right up my alley. But the problem is, this particular weapon I'm using requires like you specifically to do parries, as opposed to the guards, which the whole game's kind of based around. So what makes it different and hard is that the windows for the parry are much more tight and small and very difficult to execute without, you know, practice or skill. And honestly, I'm out of practice, so that's why I'm having to resort to using like different positioning techniques And you haven't seen me guard at all because I don't necessarily need to start doing that again. I need to focus on the parries and then good positioning. But it's just a lot harder to do in this game. Parries in most games are quite easy, and this one's not bad either, but they do have like the wind-up animations that they kind of draw out a little bit more than normal, just so that they can make it hard for you to get your timing down and stuff. So it's definitely a challenging game. This is one of the harder ones for sure, but I like it. I mean, it's one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Solid copy. Yeah, you know, like I love the handheld device. It's all reliable. And as a collector, well, I guess once you're a collector, you're always a collector, but I haven't purchased anything for my collection in a long time. Once I kind of start building up that residual income again and I have enough to like be able to have like play money, then I'll definitely start building up my collection again. But right now it's like those just aren't things that I want to add to the collection because they don't really add true value, you know. Like the Nintendo Switch on the other hand is really nice, but I'm not going to get the 2 for a while, you know. But yeah, it's just I feel like they're trying to shy away from the console wars without saying it, you know. Okay, maybe I'm gonna try something. Ah, no, I have to fight this guy anyways. Damn it. Yeah, that's true. Okay, it is what it is. If only it could go like that every time, right? Now we run across here and don't get killed by the big guy. Oh, lovely. Lovely. It was you! You were the one that followed me down. That's what happened. Solid 10-4 on that, all reliable. We should not get ambushed by anybody other than these two here. Whatever, bro. Okay. You're in your cheap little crazy man flailing tactics. They're not gonna work on me. Alright, then we got this idiot again. Yes, I'm gonna top off my health. I have to. Nervous. Nervous. Bro, please get away from the wall. I'm gonna get hit in the face. Okay. Oh, is it because my shock meter's built up or something? I think the shock meter reduces my stamina regen. Oh, cool. Why don't you die? Where's your soft spot? It was behind him. My gosh. Die, creature. Okay. We got something. Workshop something. Workshop Union finished cartridge. Why is it so heavy? It's so heavy. It gives excellent reduction. It's just incredibly heavy. My gosh. But will I switch to it? Absolutely. Because I'm still slightly heavy either way, right? It's fine. I'm a little portly right now. Shayla says, hey, I haven't gotten here yet. Oh, you're playing along, I see. Tricky. I'm just kidding. I hope you're having a great day, Shayla. Marcus, I really don't like big ball, man. This would be a new TV moment for me. Yeah, the only big ball man should be me. But apparently he wanted to fight for the title. And he kicked my ass multiple times, but honestly, he's got a pretty simple move set. That was my fault for just overreacting. I mean, in terms of like thinking it's a little bit more difficult, but I panic because the swing, when he swings back and forth, that is a maneuver that's quite scary. Whenever he that his 4-hit slam, that's incredibly easy to parry or guard, but it's just really terrifying whenever you miss one of them because you have the recovery animation, so it's really hard for you to time your second or any subsequent guard from that point forward. So big ball man is down. Okay, now what? Now this is open? Okay, cool. So gonna die.
What exactly are the alchemists researching anyway? It has to be for a cure. How else could they justify such horrifying deeds? Oh, I want to forget what we saw, but I can't.
Can't look away from all the nastiness. Okay, so this is where we came from, and there's still, remember, multiple areas that we need to continue exploring for the goodies that are locked behind the doors. I'm assuming we're going to be led to those moments here, because there would be a goodie like over here, for example, but I don't know, so we'll have to see. We will have to see. If we don't come across those two secrets and a place to shut off the generator to activate or deactivate the areas that are chilled, then we will have to come back at some point and do a little bit more exploration, because kind of tough otherwise to get 100% of everything if we're not getting it. Veronique. Okay. How do we know Veronique?
Facing off against her this very moment. But I bet we can help her. Let's hurry.
Who's... Oh, gosh. Who's Veronique supposed to be again? I know that name. Veronique seems to be important, but yeah, we're definitely not anywhere near the secrets that I was hoping for, so that's unfortunate. We somehow missed something, to my knowledge, so we're gonna have to come back and try and get it. And more items that are inaccessible for now, just out of reach. We'll continue, and hopefully that we find the secrets. I'm not really sure if it's something that we'll come across along the way, but we'll see. How does we get down here? There you go. Lovely. Oh, fun. You're a jerk. Okay. Definitely can't make that jump. It would continue going down, technically. I don't think we'd die. Yeah, we certainly wouldn't die if I made a jump from there to there. Okay, so we have... We have a jumping sequence after Ball Chain Man. Let's go here first. That seems like the safer route. I'm gonna have to route all this out anyways. See what's the most efficient path for us and stuff. Cat dust. That would help us with our fall damage, if I'm not mistaken, so that's good. Okay, yay! We got one item. Ancient disc. I love that. Oh, what is this? That's the other side. Okay, cool. That's the side that we couldn't get to. Now we go down, I guess. I know we could be going up and blah, 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 and I'm just so confused with life right now. Ah! That scared the bejeebies out of me. Another black rabbit hole key. Alright, so we got a key. I'm assuming that's how we get the full set of all the other people. But we ended up picking up a key in platforming sequence. This is very interesting. Can I make it? No. I could have made it actually, I think. I just jumped a little bit too early. What to do? What to do? Alright, honestly, you know what I think we should do? I have a stargazer here from the security area. I say we teleport back to the very first area, or first stargazer in this area. We're gonna go take the lift. What's up, B? We just defeated the ball and chain guy. I hate platforming. I hate platforming in Souls games. That I do. That I do. Where was the door? There was a black rabbit hole door. That's how we get to the hotel. Let me just retrace my steps here. My memory is like fragmented. We got that, brother. Boom, and then here's the door over here then. Nope. Oh, balls. Go, boy. That was terrible. That was the other. Oh, so that's probably gonna be another door. I mean, no Shinto, right? But that's another door. Wow. Okay, so we've got a lot of exploring to do still, guys. I thought we could turn off these stupid generators. I'm thinking there's got to be a way to turn it off, unless we just have to tank the using the ampules, you know. B says up the stairs behind the stargazer. Yes, indeed. Thank you, B. Also, you can get an emote if you die from the frost. Is it shivering? Because I got that from dying to the gigantic giraffe monster thing. You remember that giant like elephant that became like a giraffe with a wolf head? That was creepy, by the way, but that. I think I got shivering from that. Oh, the eldest. Oh, he has such a great outfit too, though. Let's see what he has in his pockets. Remember how I changed out the outfits and it seemed like I got some additional like lore? Let's see if we can do the same thing. They look all the same. This one looks better though, honestly. Did I get any more lore? No, he wasn't much of a reader. Okay, well, we got that, which is good enough for now. It's Shiver. Okay, I have Shiver already. I guess at any point in time if you die from that. I died from that in the zoo. We'll have to figure out what to do about this. I think that there's a way to get through there, and it's possibly from the tunnels that we just died in. Or there's going to be a way like here to turn it off, because I saw, yeah, see? The enemy on that side. Let me just try one more time. So then we're going to go back to the other area. So we've done the black rabbit door now at this point. We have the whole jumping sequence, which sucks, and we have the lift. Okay, so that we're gonna do the lift next, okay? The lift that I have been, for whatever reason, avoiding, thinking that I was going down an optional path. That seems like I went down the intended path instead. So let's go ahead and go down that lift that I've been avoiding. It's in one of these cells here, where we found the additional lore for the legendary Stalker and an alchemist that she had killed. How did he survive that? The cold air you turn off further in as you progress. Perfect, just as we anticipate. Okay, so don't give up on that then. That means there will be an opportunity for us to link back up here, and we can get the chest that's over on that side, and then the item that's on the other side of the door. So perfect. Perfect. We just had to trust in our gamer instincts, but I was getting a little antsy. So we'll be coming through here then. Or that green door where the actual shiver is from. So that's probably where the consoles are, in fact. You know what I love about this weapon? Like the flourish afterwards. So like if he ever does like a move, let's see. Like look at that. Like that's just so beautiful to me. Something as simple as that. Like I love those little details. Don't do it. He just tanked right through it. He tanked it, guys. Now if I recall correctly, it's going to be in one of these cells that was beyond the starting area that we have to clear out. The graphics are just so good in this game. It just looks so crispy. Like, oh, that never has happened. That's never happened before. All right. Never underestimate the half corpses. Those guys are rough. Okay, so now technically we would have this little shortcut. I'm thinking though, that's the way we would go towards the next stargazer, which is not important. We could just simply have teleported. So this enemy is a true elite. He's now taken out. That means I have to face off with that mushroom guy again. Oh, he's in the other cell. That was dumb. Wait! Keep my charge. Hold the charge. Hold. Balls. Of course you would. We'll just do it that way then. I was trying to do a charged R2, but he would have died anyways. So that was where I would have fallen down from. Okay, so never mind. Also incorrect. Don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Oh god. Looking for the cell, looking for the cell. There's a very particular cell I'm looking for. It's gonna be on this side, that's right. Come on, dummies. You. Thank you. Balls, dude. That's gonna hurt if he hits me. You would back into a corner. This fool. He's eager to kill me. Alright, is it here? I think it's here. Yes, finally. Good gosh. Let's do this, shall we? And because there was a delay as well, I would like to see if there's some goodies. Can we go back down real quick? Oh, my. That dude's having a day, isn't he? He's like, no! That's me when I wake up and I realize there's so many games and so little life left, you know? Robert James just subscribed! Okay, so I guess you can't act. Thank you so much for subscribing, Robert James. I'll call you RJ for short. No, you can't. Okay. Alright, I tried. This is the area with the chill. The daddy chill areas. These are the goodies. I bring orders from Pistrus. May the path of truth be realized. I have come to a decision at last. A master who has betrayed the truth is no master at all. A church that has betrayed our trust is no friend of ours. Uh-oh, Archbishop. We shall bear the light that illuminates the desecrated path of truth once again. We shall deploy all forces from the Zealotr underground facility until we return. Defend the coolant control room and deal with any intruders. No one must breach our sanctum. Go, defeat the enemies of the truth. Do not stop until the path of truth is realized. Awaken, evolve, ascend. Our immortality is inevitable. Creepy. That look creepy. There's the chest I've been looking for. Oh, sweet, sweet retribution. Legion amulet. Increases Legion arm attack. Nice. Alright, you wanna chat, bro?
No! Mercy! Please, don't kill me.
He's transforming.
Please. See, the legendary Stalker. Just let me here.
She showed you mercy, bro.
I'm not an alchemist. Spare me. Spare my life. Please, please. I heard she was looking for someone. I heard it. I did. To think I tried to kill her. The legend herself.
What?
Twice. What an idiot I am.
Yeah, what a dum-dum.
I failed. Failed twice. I never could. I wanted to, but no. Sorry.
You're just going mad with the petrification, aren't you?
Gone. But still, she went deeper into the laboratory.
Laboratory.
We came in with Veronique. Yes, and we were a vanguard. But it was a trap. The alchemists were waiting in ambush.
Really?
The things they did. But that's over. They're gone, aren't they? Everything's wrong. What strange drugs did they fill me with?
Well, I can only imagine. All the fun things they pumped you with.
But sure, steady, and so strange. I will become a monster. I have seen such things. My fellow vanguard. Now, monsters all. Please, I don't want to die.
Uh-oh. Oh, you sound so cool. I'm gonna kill his ass. Mercy killing. Let's fight, bro. Oh.
Spare me. Wait, but it wasn't. Don't deny it.
Can we not fight him?
Good thing I failed. A stalker. Wait, but it wasn't. Don't deny it. I have seen such things. My fellow vanguard. Help me.
I don't understand. Also, what does auto advance do?
We came in with Veronique. Yes, and we were
Wings. Hold on one second. I can share. The wings are from the they're the whistle from the base game, bro. The subquest with the you have to whistle for the little boy and stuff. That is from the base game. Well, are we gonna fight him later or what? I don't know. He seems crazy. Coolant control room. So wings, just so if you hadn't heard me, the whistle is actually from the base game. It's one of the side quests, you know, one of the side quest recollection items you need to obtain. Oh no.
It's really sad. But there wasn't any way to save him.
Well, I hope you're right. He didn't give me any items either. No loot. What a loser. Alright, so I do think that was the extent of the exploration in this particular area that I had skipped. I feel good about the lift now. There's still two chilled areas. Oh, I thought that's what it was, but you know what? I haven't one single time pressed anything, so I think whenever it's highlighted like that, when it has the like the white cloud around it, that means that's what you have selected. Because I was like, oh, did they add this? Because before I would accidentally skip dialogue. The auto skip is really nice. That's new. But the fact that it, I wasn't sure if I had it selected or not. So like I was like, well, I haven't been pressing anything and the dialogue is going really smoothly. So I was like, what happens if I actually press it? Then I have to like manually do it, and I didn't even get to check it out. Thanks, B, as per usual, clarifying things for me. Wings of Redemption. I wish I could have a compilation of every single one of the loading screens, because unfortunately the PS5 loads too fast and it's like hard for me to read all that. Alright, so this was the droppy drop down area. I do believe this is where we came down from. Yep, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I remember that scene. Thank you. We need cat. Oh my gosh. We need cat dust. Okay. What to do, what to do. So we know that we grabbed a loot from there. We can drop down here safely. And go around there if we wanted. There's really no need. We grab the loot from there. That's the bridge that, the little bridge that falls down. I'll break my fall. Don't worry, the boxes will break my fall. So yeah, we could go that way. Not too important though. That's probably the way back. Well, actually, that's just a ladder to that side. Okay. There you go. Oh my gosh. Okay. Look at this idiot. Don't you dare. And then we got the one at the right and then the one behind us. Carcass body fluid bottle. Cool. We do know that we have to get to the other side. That's fine. But I don't necessarily want to continue down that path first, even though I think this is where it took me. That would be the bridge that fell down. Okay, it took me there. So if I were to go up, it's probably nothing. Correct. So then we have to go down and continue this downward spiral we're in. We can get a better vantage point. Okay, that's where I died earlier. this way. We're gonna drop on that dude's head in a minute. We can go back in the pipe. Let me see what's over here though real quick. That box probably has nothing, right? But also the fact that it could potentially be something is driving me crazy. Okay, so we could drop in the pipe. Oh, unless it's covered. Is it covered? Let me find that out real quick. Now I have to test my theory. Oh, there is a way in the pipes. I say we go in the pipes. No! You missed. Oh, my face. Oh, my back. Bugger all in that box. Okay, good, good, good. You know me though, man. You know how crazy I get with like, but what if? That would have ate at my mind all night. Thank you for letting me know, because you know I would have tested it out. Ooh. So we went to the pipes first. We didn't go to what I believe is the intended path. This looks cool. I like this area. What's your little path, brother? I probably need cat dust for this, huh? Ass! That hurt so bad. That hurts so bad. Okay, use cat dust there. Unless you have 1,000,000 health. That's death. We know that. Okay. She's talking to that pipe. There is so much left to do. I'm so lost. What do I do? Let's see. Cool. So we know that there's 4 pathways. The one behind the Stargazer, that's not a path, and then we have 1 and 2. This is also probably not a path. We'll probably come back down from here, honestly. Probably keep linking back here as the main hub. So there's really just the path we came from and the path to go forward to. I do want to go ahead and level since I haven't leveled much, and I would like to go for my capacity, honestly. I want to get back to where I'm at my fighting weight. Nice and thin again. I could also probably knock this down to 45 and then get that up, but that's okay. And then we're going to teleport back, go back to the security area, and then we're going to go see if we were to explore an area outside of the pipe, where does that lead? And then we'll have an idea what the intended path is. I believe that where we're at is more forward progression, because you continue hearing whether it be Leia or Veronique. So that means that we're kind of going the intended path. I don't want to go the intended path. I want to go and explore everything first, before we get too far ahead, and then I forget. I always forget about you. I'm sorry. You're important. The minor annoyance you are. It matters. Break. Break. Oh my god. Okay, that was so scary. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can just keep falling down from here, and that's what I'd like to do. There's all the pipe pathways that we've continued to kind of explore. That's another pipe right there. That's the one we went down. Okay, I see. Now I see. That's the pipe we just dropped down. Okay, good. Or we can continue down. Now, the interesting thing is I wonder if this pipe is going to lead us to that side. I have a feeling we can make this jump. Oh my gosh, barely. Oh. That's just the same exact side. So yeah, there is no other way to go. I didn't recognize it from that angle. It's the exact same thing. So that pipe circles around, leads us to here. Then we have to drop down. Okay. Well. You do have to have a nice chunk of health, though, to sustain that fall. But yeah, never mind. So that's cool. My curiosity has been satisfied now. My apologies for all that. I thought it was going to be a much more extensive, like, platforming sequence there. Lovely. Great. We're going to fight a crazy girl now. Cool! That was cool. Whoa, Veronique, you crazy. I want your armor. That was 5 hits. There's a little ledge you can drop on the right side as you exit the pipe. Oh, I see. And that would reduce the fall damage a bit. Good to know, B. Or you just do cat dust, or you just have a lot of health, right? You just tank it like me. Let's just tank it. Boom. Breaks her ankles. Veronique, come here, you sexy thing.
My mind's ablaze. Make it stop.
Oh, lovely. Oh man, how do I not remember who Veronique is? They make it seem as if we're supposed to know who she is. She's apparently the leader of the sweepers, I'm assuming, but do we know Veronique from the main or from the base game? I don't recall. I mean, all the names kind of they all kind of floating. I'm like, it could be. I don't know.
My mind's ablaze. Make it stop. Alchemist bastards! What did your drugs do to me? No one leaves this laboratory for the sake of Krat.
So we don't know Veronique. Did I miss some sort of dialogue then? Because Gemini was like, oh yeah, Leah must be fighting with Veronique. I'm like, when did we even think that was going to happen? Maybe in some lore she was mentioned. Yeah, I know there was leaders. And it's funny that they're all female leaders. That's pretty cool. You know, you had the leader of the sweepers, leader of the bastards. The leader of the bastards is back in the hotel. Stop hitting me! She goes and does one attack at a time, that last attempt, and then here she's like, it doesn't matter if you parry me, I'm gonna continue attacking you. Fine. Yeah, I'm like, who the hell is Veronique? I feel like I've heard that name, but then again, I've been playing lots of video games, so I have no clue.
My mind's ablaze. Make it stop. No one leaves this laboratory.
I get stun locked,
for
man.
the sake of Krat.
The guy in the hotel talked about her, but I don't know if he mentioned her by name. The bastards leader mentioned her, I think. Yeah. Okay, that's the only time that we've heard that name then. So, then that's when he said I thought they went down together. He made it seem like Leah, or the legendary stalker, went down with Veronique. Okay, cool. That makes sense then. I forgot his name. Lumakio is the leader of the bastards, I think. Okay, thanks, guys.
Leaves this laboratory for the sake of Krat.
Lumakio. What a cool name. Sweepers are kind of like, I forgot there was like two different, like just like the workshop and all that stuff. You had the different kind of classes or factions where they had different styles and stuff. I've died to the same combo 30 times in a row already. Oh, gosh. I can get that parry, but that delay on that third strike is killer. That's so killer. And you know, Carlo, he doesn't recover the fastest when he gets knocked in the face. I don't blame him because it's a giant hammer. Yeah, that guy. It's a Shayla. Oh, lovely. Well, I love how it says like cloudy day. What's the weather like? May never know. Even as I wish you guys could see my inputs. There's a software that I can find somewhere that will show like the inputs of my button presses as I'm going through. I think that would be nice to see. And I was thinking about that for just for fun, like on the streams, but I think like for the walkthrough that'd be pretty useful too. New combo. She's angry.
Leaves this laboratory.
The gator. Shayla says the gator was much more difficult than the actual trophy boss, but it seems that Veronique is going to be the same. The problem with Veronique is she's not showing all of her moves. She's just using the same, she has the same kind of introductory moveset, and I'm dying to that. If I could last for longer than 2 seconds, then we can see her moves, which seem to always have, aside from like some of the basic combos, there's always a feint and then a strike. So it's like she goes for the attack and she's dashing, that's not what you want to block. And then she goes for the actual strike itself. So yeah. B says a fart staggers him, so bonk him with the bonk stick. How to make him go flying. So true, says Shayla. The gator was fun, but quite easy. It took me a while, that gator.
My mind's ablaze. Make it stop. Leaves this laboratory for the sake of Krat.
All of the, as per usual, like they all have like only a finite number of move sets and attack patterns. So once you get used to it, it does make it easier. But right now, like for Markiona, I was able to figure out really nice. The gator, I was still so rusty that it was hard for me to get my timings done, even though I started to recognize some patterns. Oh yeah, Ong Bal is fantastic. He's a Korean content creator, focuses on no damage content, He's done just about anything you can think of. Lies of P, Sekiro. He got popular off Sekiro actually, and then Elden Ring he blew up again, and then he did lots of Lies of P. I don't know if he did any First Berserk Kazan or anything, but he is fun to watch.
For the sake of Krat.
Markiana was a lot easier. She had a lot less health. But she hit just as hard, in my opinion. You know, in retrospect, the alligator probably had less health.
This is where we die. Leave this laboratory. For the
I have a question for you guys. Are you guys dying in 2 hits as well? Like, I'm literally dying in 2 hits just about every single time. Like, there is nothing that I can survive more than that. Practice, Shayla. Lots of practice. I used to do a lot of no damage boss fights, but I just don't have the like. So that so on my when I first started my main channel, I was like, okay, I'm always gonna do like high skill kind of content and all that. And in a lot of my lore videos, most of my lore videos at least early on, they would always feature the no damage boss fight of whatever I was talking about. But then that wasn't getting enough. Like, it was so much work and a little detail that no one was really appreciating or like noticing. So I was like, shoot, that's a lot of work to just do lore. So I started like just making it more cinematic in terms of the lore versus skill based. But yeah, it's practice. Lots of practice. And just memorization of the skills. And it's just knowledge. Knowledge and execution is all it comes down to. So I won't be able to parry those attacks so fast, so instead I'm going to go with the guard. And that'll be the way to do it. Yeah. Yep, the enemies and bosses do so much damage. They really do. Yeah, they certainly do. There was a time when I was going to revisit doing the no damage stuff, and I was like, you know, it's just... I try and bite off more than I can chew a lot of times, so I'm like, you know, I got to stick with one kind of theme. And the theme, hopefully, for this channel is just, hey... hopefully instructional, and then of course when I'm just doing my regular guides and stuff, my regular playthroughs, it's just enjoyable, entertaining. So she does 3 different combos where she spins. The fast one where she goes repetitively, the one where she goes 1, 2, and then there's 1, 2, and then big overhead slam. So it's like, learning all that is part of how you do it. You know, you learn the move sets. Once you have all of the knowledge of every single move she could do, then you look for the signs that tell you what the attack she's going to be pulling off. So then you're going to see, okay, here's the audio cue or visual cue for this attack that she's going to begin. She might say a certain phrase. She might hold her hands a certain way. And then the third aspect of that, aside from the... we'll get to that. The third aspect would then be, can my position and behaviors manipulate her actions that she's going to take? If I act like I'm going to heal, or if I create distance, is that going to increase her chances of doing a certain attack? And then if it does, then you know you can manipulate the behavior a little bit. And then fourth, of course, is execution. You just have to then put all that together and then just knock it out. But I used to love that stuff, man. I used to do lots of no damage, so it was a really big part of my channel, my lore channel, actually, which you would never know. You would never... See, like, the thing that gets me there is, like, she, almost all of her attacks have, like, this weird, like, I'm going to hit you, never mind, and then she actually hits you, and it's, like, a delay, and it upsets your rhythm, right? And then, sometimes, like, for that charged, the red attack, she goes straight into the attack, and there's no delay. So it's like, oh, come on, I've been preparing for the delay the whole time, and then she breaks the rhythm. So it's just a really good way to fight.
For the sake of Krat.
No, I'm just on new. Oh, let me see. I'm at 30-ish HP. I'm like level 89, I think now. My HP stat was at 55 and strongest gear, so I was able to face tanker hits. Got that height from farming. Upgrade. Got that high from farming for upgrade matches. I want all my weapons at least +9. This is a new game file. Oh, nice. Okay. I'm at about 100. Let me see. I think I'm like at level... I don't know what my health is. How can you tell your individual health stats? I don't remember. So I'm at 591 HP. In either case, still getting my ass handed to me. Oh, I'm level 90. I need to go full capacity. I'm gonna get off this slightly heavy junk. That's making me just feel gross. Yeah. Whatever.
All left alive will freeze here. This is where we die.
I see the tell now. Okay, so I'll tell you guys in just a moment.
Alchemist, leaves this
Okay, so there's an audio cue and a visual cue.
Krat.
I know it now. So you can always tell when she's going to actually initiate the strike, and when you need to then initiate your guard, you hear the fire of the hammer ignite. So I'm not going to actually do it, and I want you to see. And that's when you initiate that. So for people like me, like I never grind, I never get overpowered or anything. I just kind of play it as is. And so it requires then for me to kind of get a little bit more intimate with the knowledge of the fight. But watch it fight, okay? So this first one,
Make it stop.
there. Now you see how it's every time? See, every single time. You see now how there's a, now we have an audio cue to go off of.
Hold on.
Every single time. The shoulder ram, of course, isn't going to have that, but when she's doing something like a hammer strike, it's always going to have a cue. So you always want to pick up on the cue. And so that would be now a way, aside from the shoulder ram, I know exactly how to, you know, the timing that I need to initiate the guard block or the parry, right? So that is now knowledge that we've obtained, and now we're going to use that. So hopefully that's helpful, but the window is incredibly small, just so you know. HP is about 900, a stat boost talisman. Ah.
Stop.
Break your hammer. Won't happen. I need to heal.
I am indomitable.
Indomitable.
Never surrender.
Oh my gosh, that was cool.
Leaves this laboratory. For the
She went all crazy on me. The one that boosts HP, stamina, and fable, I think. Is that a ring, right? It could be the amulet. The amulet is the thing you install, and then the ring or whatever. Is there rings? You know what I'm thinking of, right? There's like an amulet that you get from Sophia, I think. Probably not rings then. The rings are not what I was expecting. Not those rings. Yeah, this one's good. Max amount of HP, stamina, and legion. I think I was going like pure ass kickery. Weight limit was needed because of the, I think the Asia Dragon Crescent Glade's kind of heavy. I could go murderous thing, right? If I even have it. I didn't pick up any Oh, I didn't pick up anything in this playthrough. Like, wow. Oh, there you go. Inflicted damage on humans. Yeah. This was going for perfect guards, but I haven't been in perfect guarding, so I can definitely drop that. That one's important. Do I only have 2 amulet slots right now? Enables dodging even with low stamina. Blah, 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 blah. Can we just go to my equipment? I'm not perfect guarding, so I don't know if a parry would count as a perfect guard. I don't think it does. So if I go with that, my weight drops considerably. And then let's take a look at our stats. Whoa, we got 30 extra HP. Holy cannolis. We are unstoppable at this point. The fapping ring? Yeah, this is the fap ring. Red Fox is good. You can get 4 slots. Yep, with all the... I need more P organ stuff. Oh, hi.
Make it stop!
It's an easier way to do this. Stop! Crazy lady. End this madness. No!
Leave this laboratory for the sake of Krat.
Yeah, but the fact that I haven't been perfect guarding, like, this particular weapon, I don't use perfect guard nearly at all unless I'm like in an absolute really tight scenario that forces me to do it. But we have weight, which I can drop the weight now, honestly. Let me just clean this up. That's driving me crazy. I do need the weight. What a sucky thing. Yeah, I do need it. Never mind. And then what was this one again? Temporarily increases physical attack damage upon a successful attack. I mean, again, not bad either, but... We can go more stats. We can go here as well. Let's just try this for fun. For giggles.
All afterlife
Need a bunch of quartz for it? Oh, I can only imagine.
is where we die.
Stop! Look at my spear spinning around.
Of Krat.
Lovely. Getting my butt whooped.
All afterlife will freeze here. This is where we die.
No, let me up.
Leave this
I couldn't even get up.
for the sake of Krat.
She pancaked me, and I couldn't get up. I was like, one last crunch for the good old abs. That's all I needed. Oh my god, are those roach? Oh god, no. Oh, why did I notice that? That's disgusting, man. Ugh.
My mind
Come on, you crazy lady, I'm gonna kill you.
make it stop. Leave this
Okay,
laboratory.
when she screams and goes, "Ah," and then she's gonna do her shoulder ram, and then she goes into the strike. Man, I hate this chick already. Do 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 do. Oh, hello. It's you again.
This is where we die. Leave this laboratory
Was I not blocking any of those and I thought that I was? Like, I wish I could see a replay, you know, like if I could rewind my own stuff and be like, hold on a second. I thought I was getting all of those down.
All left alive will freeze here. This is where we die. No one leaves this laboratory for the sake of Krat.
Lovely. Perfect guard. And you know she's gonna have a phase 2.
All left alive will freeze here. This is where we die.
No! Okay. Get away, you crazy heifer!
Leaves this laboratory.
I didn't have Fable Charge! I was trying to parry that. I didn't try to perfect guard it. That was my bad. What area is that? It says whose. Like, who does that belong to? I didn't even see. That must have been in the zoo, but I don't recall what that was. Unfortunately, I often think I'm getting a guard and actually get. Yeah, I thought the whole time I was like, oh, cool, I got it. And then I'm like, wait, I'm dead. how did that happen?
All left alive will freeze here. This is where we die.
Stop doing that. Balls, dude. You and your frickin' lawnmower thing.
Alchemist bastards! Running your
Tank it, baby. Tank it, Carlo. Do it. Of course.
I am indomitable. Bear the pain, Veronique. Never surrender.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I am indomitable. Bear the pain, Veronique. Never surrender. Leave this laboratory. For the
We almost
sake
had
of
her.
Krat.
No phase 2 for crazy lady. Veronique. That was a good attempt, though. You're going down.
My mind's ablaze. Make it stop. No one leaves this
What's that shoulder ram?
for the sake of
So close. I know. I was kicking her ass for a little bit. I have a feeling that the victory is going to be really sexy on this one, if I pull it off good. Solid try. Thanks, B. We were very close, but it's okay. Those aren't like... So this... I don't necessarily get frustrated with this game unless it's an enemy that you just can't break the poise of, and you're just going crazy with the heavy strikes and relentless combos and then they just go, oh, I'm gonna hit you twice and you die. You know, like that drives me nuts. But the boss fights and like that, they're, to me, they're quite balanced. They're hard, but they're still balanced. And they're all doable.
Make it stop!
Oh, Heather thought I was parrying again.
For the sake of Krat.
I was like, but I'm on the floor. How's that? I'm just not used to the visual cues. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, it's like whenever you get the perfect guard, you kind of get like this red, red little tint, and then whenever you do the parry, you have like a blue tint, and you get like this nice audio cue.
All left alive will freeze here. This is where we die.
I overheated. I was trying to actually use that, wait, what? It is said the legendary Stalker's path is led by flowers. Is that what it said? Rose petals? See, I wish like... I wish it'd be like X to continue so you could kind of toggle between those because some of those are juicy. No, I was trying to use my L1 and triangle ability to get out of that fire and also deal damage and stun her, but it didn't work.
Make it stop. Leaves this laboratory for the sake of Krat.
Alright, I cannot wait to kill you. In game, of course. It's gonna be very satisfying. We'll get her. It's gonna be really fun. It's gonna look really nice too, I can imagine. I'm anticipating something great.
My mind's ablaze.
Come to Papa.
Make it stop. I am indomitable. Bear the pain, Veronique. Never surrender. Leave this
Oh.
laboratory.
I did try and parry, but away, and that did not work. I should have parried towards her. Because I was kind of panicking at that part. She needs to take a chill pill, indeed. Many, many chill pills. She's very, very stressed right now. And she's projecting. We don't like that.
All left alive will freeze here. This is where we die. Leaves this laboratory for the sake of Krat.
The amount of damage that breaks through like your guard is insane. I forget how punishing it is to like miss a just block. You know, guarding in and of itself is very, very underwhelming and actually very punishing. This game wants you to perfect guard.
My mind's ablaze. Make it stop. Leaves this laboratory.
Her shoulder ram interrupts, so sometimes she has a much longer scream, or sometimes it's just like more of a grunt. So the audio cue changes on that one, so it makes it a little tricky. But as soon as I say it's probably like 1, 2, 3 shoulder, or it's 1, 2 shoulder, that's what I need to figure out next. Because I can't go off the audio cue alone on that one.
All left alive will freeze here. This is where we die. Leaves this laboratory for the sake of Krat.
Now you're tired? Oh, okay. You tired after that nice little onslaught you did?
All left alive will freeze here. This we die!
Me first, crazy lady.
Don't lose reason, Veronique! Don't give up! Don't give in!
I'm dead because of the freaking overheat. I saw it just eating my health away so fast. Like, no! That was way too fast. Well, I'll be darned.
My mind's ablaze! Make it stop!
What the hell is that?
Don't lose reason, Veronique! Don't give up! Don't
What in the balls is that? Like a spaceship outside my window? It's obnoxious. Whatever it is. Heal.
I am indomitable! Bear the pain, Veronique! Never surrender!
My gosh, that wasn't nearly as cool as I thought it was gonna look. Pretty sloppy. I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Normally I would. Oh, I broke her hammer.
Forgive me. I did terrible things to you.
Yeah, you did.
Drug. Their cure. It twisted my mind. I put you in danger. I'm sorry. Please, I beg of you. Nothing must leave this place. This cursed lab. Those cursed beings. Their test subject. Created from the legacy of the ruins.
Oh gosh.
The two-faced
Oh god.
overseer. It cannot be allowed to live. Do me this one last favor.
So, that's gonna be the Archbishop reskin.
If you mean that red-headed stalker, she did pass through here. Back when I could still think straight.
Can I please have your armor?
We were rivals once. In the end, she showed true compassion. I'm done. Head to the coast. Find Leia. I die as I lived, without regret. Remember me, Veronique of Krat.
Oh, that's epic. What a cool... Oh, yes! We get her arm. I'm sorry for hitting her again. We get Veronique's will. This letter shall stand as my last will and epitaph. Many stalkers are collaborating with the alchemists in their vile human experience. The shameless wretches. I cannot stand by and watch this betrayal. I plan to put an end to their treason. GG, says Shayla. GG, says B. What's going on? Thank y'all so much. Veronique says, I leave this final message for my comrades who have pledged to join me in this attack. None of us will survive. I am truly sorry. Veronique. Annoyed you don't get the hammer? Well, maybe the hammer is something we can get for a boss ergo or something. The hammer was fantastic, but there's also a very similar weapon, is there not? So we saluted her. Salute for warmth. She's dying, and Inhuman says, "Can I have your armor?" No. So, oh, I'm sorry, Shayla. She kicked my ass for 30 minutes. The least she could do is give me something cool, you know? The mask worn by the leader of the sweepers. The gold on the horns has peeled and the leather's stained blue. Endure, resist, destroy. She remained loyal to the way of the sweepers until the end. The reason why it looks sick is because like the predator dreads on the back. I like it. The predator locks. What else did she give me? Did she? Oh, it's here. This is great. Battle apparel worn by the leader of the sweepers is rugged in shape, robust in build, and direct in function. Since long ago, these garments protected her just as they protected her ancestors. In fact, they were worn with masks by the protectors of Krat, even during the days before the Stalkers. That looks incredible. Well-deserved victory as always. Clearly, she's not going to need it anymore, says Matthias. He gets it, you know. She kicked my butt for how long? Yeah, Matthias he gets my loot addiction. And look how cool it looks. It's asymmetry. You have no clue how much I love asymmetry in design. And like you have the shoulder pauldron on the right. Oh man, I don't like the different color like of the Legion arm. That's just why the puppet, whatchamacallit, would also be the best. Puppet string. What's the best? Matches with everything. Cutscene? Oh, I love the hair design on this. It's so cool. The Two-Faced Overseer, which is essentially Archbishop V 2.0. The way through is nigh. I was kidding. Oh, Shayla, you know I'm just teasing you. Whenever you you say things like, I definitely try and milk it. I try and tease you back. Okay, cool. Cleared areas. Finally. So before we proceed this way, well, let's see if there's a save. If there's a save point, I'll gladly.
Fought until the bitter end. But even if we could have helped her, it was far too late.
Gemini, shut up.
Her suffering is over. I hope she can be at peace and rest now.
Oh, we're pretty much in the the area preceding the Alchemist's Isle, which is very interesting. This is, of course, years before the main game, so we're actually quite close to this area. I wonder, man. Oh, hey, we're twinsies. Watch this. Why do I look so? Oh, the armor looks so cool. Okay, sorry. Which is the one? It ain't that one. Is it this one? There. Pay respects, baby. F for the fallen sweeper lady that kicked my ass for 30 minutes. The abuse Jimmy takes. He's so lame. Like, I don't know. He's corny, you know? I like Jimmy. Oh my gosh. I like him. But he's a cornball. Like, whoever his voice actor is just lends to that cornballness. He's a definite cornball, in my opinion. And he used to run around with the legendary Stalker? Yeah, right. At least that was what was implied. The standard procedure, me kill boss, me get it stuff. True. Boss gear is, it's such a great reward. And the fact that we got it immediately, we didn't have to go and then find a chest that would kind of be like a, you know, hey, this is kind of like an homage to the sweeper. You just get it immediately. It's so cool. Her hammer is really awesome, but we have a weapon that's quite similar, so I don't know if that's largely necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like the hammer, there's a weapon that is very, very similar. I forget what it is, but there's a very similar weapon we already have at our disposal. Ambush. And he's a tanky boy, too. Alright, is everybody calm down now? Jeez Louise, man. Went into a locker room and, yeah, all this happens. I saw some sort of dialogue. What was that? That was strange. I saw dialogue down here. I don't know how I triggered that. Like it was like an option. I don't know. That was weird. Ergo chunks. We love those. The boom hammer. There you go. Is that from Bloodborne? Best chest opening animation. Aside from Stellar Blade Eve opening the chest, I would say that's probably the first best. But this one's also good. We had a Legion caliber. Underwhelming. I would have preferred a Legion plug so we can get both of the different arm choices. And then we have this secondary area to explore as well. Boomhammer sounds very Bloodborne. But it's probably... You're probably right. I'm just missing Bloodborne. But right now, trust me, I don't miss it right now because I... Look at this. Because of this. We look so amazing in this game. Whee! Uh-oh. We have a butterfly coming up. How in the balls? There was only 3 that time. Ancient Disc. Okay, so that's Ancient Disc number 4. So we've got... I'm going to put... Ancient Disc times 2 so far in this area. The Bloodborne Boomhammer sounds better. Exploding Pickaxe. Okay, there you go. I was going to say, doesn't that sound like Bloodborne? Okay, you see, and I think sometimes I'm going crazy. I think you guys are just trying to make me go crazy. Which is also welcomed. Okay, that was cool. We got the butterfly there. Matthias says, I forgot to mention to him previously that way back when the demo of this game came out, I had a silly theory that the more you lie in the game, the better you'd be able to understand. Oh man, it cut off your comment. But we were going somewhere cool. I liked it. Ice shotgun? Yeah, right. The language of the enemy is the weird gibberish, and oh, that would be so cool. Yeah, that was wrong, but essentially, there was a mechanic where you could understand the gibberish, which was really neat. I would have liked that. That would have been neat. Well, like maybe the more puppet you were, or you know, or maybe the more human you. I don't know. That's either way. I like that. That's a really interesting mechanic. They certainly could have explored. Oh no! Survive! I'm getting destroyed by both of these things. Oh, that's why. I was on my grindstone. That threw me off. Whoa, what happened there? These guys either have the death spray or they have ice shotguns. Okay. Very nice. Remember, there is a second chilled area we need to look at as well. You can read the robot gibberish if you want in New Game Plus. Yeah, you can. it's very difficult to read without, like, you know, like you say, squinting or like looking away or kind of looking back, looking away, looking back. Like that was the way I was able to do it. It's very, very challenging in my opinion. But it was possible. But yeah, the fact that they had a end game mechanic that allowed you to then read it eventually, oh man, the New Game Plus was just heartbreaking. You realize you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm just unaliving all of these creatures that are essentially the remnants of humans. It's really sad. Okay, so we're gonna keep going this way. Keep exploring. Oh, that's a big boy. Oh! That's cheap. Balls, dude. Lie or die. I guess I have no choice. I don't like squinting, it wrinkles my nose. Just kidding. But that's cool. I didn't play the New Game Plus. Or squinting to read. You're missing out on all this juicy lore without squinting. But no, it's essentially, you know that the puppets are actually humans stuck in puppet bodies. Cool. They have like liquid nitrogen in their freaking lungs. They weaponized it. Oh my. Okay. I would like to test out the Wolverine claws at some point too. Jump. Really, bro? Come on. This dude, he knows what I'm doing. We know why the armor is stained blue, right? We do now. Did I completely miss this? Sure did. Crescent Moonstone. And my head hurts. Shayla says he was determined you couldn't have his back. Clearly. I mean, he was like, no, I'm going to stay in the most narrow area. He did everything correct. Everything that he could have done to prevent me from getting access to his back, he did. I'm like, oh. How clever of you. We're going to try something stupid. Nope, didn't work. Holy moly, what the balls. I was not ready for that. I did not see that creature. That one, it was so scary. That terrified me. But they're really slow. They're kind of tanky though. But they hit hard. I did not see that thing behind. That was terrifying. Okay. So we need to be careful with that. They do aggro. That scared me so bad. Sorry for screaming if I hurt you guys' ears. I was scared. Where'd he come from then? He must have come from this one? Yeah. Okay, well, don't do that. Go back home. Go back to your hole. News clipping. We get the breaking news: cruise ship disaster, 13 souls lost, 13 noteworthy figures in Krat society are believed dead after a cruise ship belonging to one of the individuals capsized late last night. I'm sure it wasn't the submarine that, you know, obviously we commandeered in the base game. City officials inform us the excursion aboard the ship was part of an educational tour meant to give dignitaries a full view of Krat's history, culture, and philosophies. They further allege that an immediate family member of the head of the workshop union was among the fatalities. Immediate family member. Not Carlo, right? Immediate family member, the head of the workshop? Isn't Geppetto head of the workshop? Can't imagine that that's Carlo, but it could be. Attempts to contact the organizer of the fatal excursion have failed, and so far because Carlo died of the petrification disease, and so far they appear to have been disappeared without trace. While the families of the victims seek answers, city officials have designated the next 2 weeks an official remembrance period. Publish without redaction, and make sure to keep the reporter out of the loop. Ooh, that reporter, of course, being the guy with the name that began with an M. I can't remember his name, but he ended up dying alongside the hermit, you know, in his little humble abode. I forget the name of that reporter, though. Lorenzini, maybe. No, that's Lorenzini Vanini. Never mind. La Vendetta. Oh, cool. Okay, let's take a look at this. This is a strength-based weapon. Oops. Wait. Ah, damn it. Hold on. It's got strength and explosion and patient swing. Explosions temporarily occur from all weapon attacks and will inflict damage by enemies. Gather your strength with a strong swing. Let's see. La Vendetta's purpose was different from its rival Aegis, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Thus, the name of the weapon embodied revenge. So that'd be really cool. What if you wield Aegis, the Legion arm, alongside the Vendetta? Very interesting. As it always has, revenge leads to revenge, and death brings about more death. In the end, La Vendetta's developer met his death due to this unfinished masterpiece. Looks beautiful. Looks absolutely stunning. It's a fast, heavy weapon, surprisingly. A very interesting moveset. I like it. What did we get? La Vendetta. And boss armor. Cool. Taking notes. Yeah, it was something like that, an M name. And he was the reporter that was trying to shed light on all the goings-ons of everything. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, I did not see this. Interesting. Ah, this is the other door. Ha ha ha. I knew it. Okay, good. So this should take us back to the main area. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Which means there's a second cold area, which should be to the right of these big guys. Alright, cool. I feel like we've done some stuff. We're doing things. Oh, I absolutely love this armor, guys, and it looks fantastic with the spear. I think it's just very fitting, honestly. I don't know why I'm coming this way. Why am I doing this? I got stuck behind the boxes. What an idiot. Take that, fiend. Alright. This is the second area that was kind of flooded. Sync Play just subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Got a motivity crank there. Interesting. These are locked. These are still locked after everything we've done so far. What else could there be? That's very interesting. So there's 2 locked doors still here. So we did the chilled areas. We did the jumping sequence. There is chill area 2 has 2 doors that are locked. That's interesting. So I don't know if you guys noticed that we have these 2 locked doors. I don't know if we're going to be coming back and around, but there's all kinds of enemies and stuff here. Those are the enemies from the kind of the sewer sequences in the previous game. Let's do a quick run through and act as if we were going through the very first time. See if we might come across those pathways that are escaping us now. But we got the chest from up there, which is nice. Those open later. Oh, okay. So just go back to the regular way. Never mind. So I think we've explored everything to date. I mean, as of yet. And so what we need to do is go back to the save point or the stargazer, and now we can warp ahead. So those open later. That means we're going to be circling back to this area at some point. I didn't think we missed anything, but you never know. I mean, sometimes we're running through, we're getting excited. It's really easy to bypass stuff. Coolant room. From here, we can go back and make our way towards kind of like the ancient caverns area. I forget what they're called. It was called the Relic of Trismegistus, I believe. And the Relic of Trismegistus was had lots of interesting lore behind it. That area was really strange, and the fact that there is some like things happening before, like many years before all of the things, like fucking ancient history, before the alchemists and all that. It's interesting to know, because there was even like a spear that was found there that had some really interesting lore implications that, you know, I think still need to be uncovered. Cool, that'll be where our little fish submarine is. Will we be riding that again? That'd be so funny. Commandeering that thing. What is all that? Why is it fleshy sounding? That sounds gross. Special resistance ampule. This lift, obviously, is for that. This is really big. Are we going to be fighting something in here? It's quite a large lift. Cinematic elevator angles, guys. I love this armor. I think it looks great. Better than the 4 rabbits armor for sure. We have one more rabbit outfit to obtain. And we can check as we get to the top of this if we have the key. We did get a second key, but does it have 2 uses or not? We'll have to find out. So no, there's probably going to be one more key then. That's funny. So we'll find another key somewhere. Oh, okay. I thought that was a. I'm sorry. I thought I heard a rat, and then I saw that thing dangling on my spear, and then I thought that was a rat. Sorry, I panicked. Ew. Experiments. experiments and such. We get thermite, which means we're going to be facing off with more petrified enemies because we're getting fire-based attacks. More brothers. Oh, is that Alidoro? Oh, no way! Alidoro!
I suppose I should expect to meet strange people in such a strange place. I smell blood on you. But, interesting.
Looking, count his fingers.
Alchemists. Still, that doesn't prove we aren't enemies. Let me get this straight. Quite by accident, you found an object belonging to the legendary Stalker at the zoo. If all that is true, can you show me this object?
He's like, yeah.
This is a photo of Leia and her 2 apprentices. This locket does belong to her. I'll take you at your word that you wish to help Leia. I'll trust you. For the moment.
Alidoro!
It's mine to hold. But you have my word that I am not your enemy.
That's crazy.
Leia's. I consider any enemy of the alchemists an ally. Stay and rest a while. I'm tracking a dangerous relic the alchemists freed from the ruins. A calamity that is wreaking torment upon Krat. But the immense power of that relic wasn't enough to satisfy the alchemists. They also retrieved the remains of the ancient warrior protecting it, and conducted vile experiments.
The ancient warrior that was protecting it. Is this the spear-wielding guy? Please.
Results already, transforming one test subject into a living weapon. I must stop this monster before they unleash it upon the city. If you plan to continue exploring this facility, take this horn. Blow it if you find the 2-faced overseer.
Okay.
No matter where you are in this facility, I'll hear it and come to your aid.
Daylight wreathed horn. Blow during overseer boss fight. I'm sure that will allow him to assist us. That is insane. Okay.
I'm just someone fighting against the alchemists. I have my reasons, but I must hide my identity to protect the person most dear to me.
Eugene?
I can't rest until I finish investigating the alchemists. If you're open to it, I would like to ask for your assistance.
Give her this letter in the future.
Legendary. Leia probably hates that title. She stepped up only because no one else could. Too many stalkers were lost to that evil, murderous puppet. But a great title such as that comes with many risks. And now, Romeo is in danger. Leia is desperate to find any news of him. It must be even worse for her since she has lost an apprentice once before.
Carlo, you mean?
Would you like to ask me?
Or Gemini? So I'm interested to know about this ancient warrior that was defending the relic. So that whoever's defending the relic of Trismegistus was probably the spear-wielding warrior that we found the lore about. And this is just incredible how it's all tying together. We can ask about what happened to Romeo.
Trouble erupted at the zoo, and Romeo went to deal with it alone. Leia and Romeo had their own brand of justice. I wouldn't call them vigilantes, but they did their best. Regardless, Romeo could handle himself. Nothing should have troubled him on this mission. But he went missing. It's possible that this is some old grudge coming back to stab Leia in the back. Being the legendary Stalker does make you a constant target to resentful enemies.
Remember the locket picture did reference that there was a scene of like 3 people together and that it was like whoever was watching was like grew envious or something like that. Someone was watching, or you know, it was something indicating like an ominous thing that, hey, this is going to be broken up because there's somebody that's being kind of like spiteful or whatever.
Leia maintains several places along the coast that she uses as base camps. I'd seek her out in that area. Take a look at this. This tree. What could it possibly be? It looks almost human-like. I dare not imagine what plans they have for it. But I'm certain
I'll be an old listener.
the tree bears significance.
By Sophia's mom.
The Rose Estate, you say? I have heard whispers, mere rumors really, that an underground tram runs to the estate. If true, the tram should be at the end of this very facility. If you find the Overseer, be sure to blow the horn. No matter where you are in this facility, I will come find you.
A horn brought from the country of the morning. Use it when confronting the two-faced overseer in the underground facility to signal and summon the tracker. To endure the night, a hope that tomorrow's sun will rise is needed. To help someone is to pass on that hope to each other. You know, the funny thing that I noticed, though, is that he said, hey, there's something I could use your help with. But he didn't say anything else.
But I must hide I can't rest until I finish
But
investigating.
yeah, if you're open to it, yeah. Like, yeah, but I completed his dialogue.
It must be. Would you like to ask? If you find the Overseer.
Well, I maybe not. So could be translation stuff or whatever. But he said if you're open to it, you can assist me. He just gave me the horn. I don't think he gave me anything else. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's creepy. Wait, trying to get a. Oh, I can't cheese it. Damn it. Okay, trying to trick the camera, but the camera's too smart. Trying to get a good image of that, but we need a monocle or binoculars so we can see things from afar. The Order's letter of reprimand. Someone's in trouble. An old letter coated in a thick layer of dust. Do not forget the importance of the listeners. That's what I just talked about. This recent situation is the regrettable consequence. I have repeatedly emphasized the value of these special individuals. They must always be approached with great care. Now, this recent series of accidents has robbed us of a listener candidate. This is a significant loss. I acknowledge that managing the specific candidate was difficult due to the subject's position and the high amount of interest in her. However, this accident resulted in her death, the mysterious death of a family member of the head of the workshop union. I see. Well, they keep talking about this. Is this Camille or is it Sophia? I don't know. I'm so confused. The workshop union is going to be tied to Geppetto. They've used that same phrase, death of an immediate family member of the head of the workshop union, when it came to the boat. That boat incident was obviously a cover-up. It was clearly a cover-up and a false article that was used to kind of cover what was actually happening and why some of these people died. So that's interesting. However, okay, blah, blah, blah. This is something that even the Order does not condone. Do not forget that exhaustive measures and even terminations had to be carried out to cover up her death and our complicity. The members who planned this misguided experiment will be dealt with. They were not authorized to attempt to create linkages between listeners and the Great One's relics. The Great Ones. Are we getting Lovecraftian on this? The members who planned this misguided experiment will be dealt with. There's the landscape architects again. They were not authorized to attempt to create linkages between listeners and the Great One's relics. If a similar incident occurs in the future, the Order will not hesitate to punish those responsible. You can never be too careful when approaching a listener. Ensure you proceed with the utmost caution. See, it keeps saying head of the workshop union. I'm curious because I know that Sophia's mother was a listener. Very interesting. So I don't know. Who is this listener they're referring to? It can't be Geppetto and Camille. That doesn't make sense. That's where I came from. Sorry, guys. That is where I came from, so... Got downstairs, and we've got this path. Let's go here first. This is going to link to those other areas we saw that were locked by the chilled, second chilled area that I was referring to earlier, so that's good. Guess we can Let's get that up to 50, because why not? So we have this pathway, and then we have downstairs as well. These are going to be both of the passageways in the chilled area, am I right? Yep. Okay, cool. So with that being said, we know we need to go across, but we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to go down and explore the lower pathway first. Then we'll come back up and around and explore what else they have for us. And yet again, our inquisitive nature is rewarded. That's not what I meant to do. Klaus's luxury bag. Oh, nice. Klaus has a little bag we can get back to him when we go back to the hotel. Klaus stocks new product, a bag bearing Klaus's signature. Klaus will undoubtedly reward the kindness of the one who returns it to him. There's a saying among the alleyway thieves, never steal Klaus's bag. There will always be something inside that exceeds what any thief can handle. Question. It made it sound like we can use it. Okay, we can. Remember how you could use Arlecchino's, you can open up his gift and then it would blow up on your face. Off we go. Let's go kill this thing. Radiant ergo fragment. We have those brothers, and we have this entire area here. Enemies are going to pop out from those things, so we need to be careful. Oh, I remember those guys now. They've always been slow. I think they used to hatch from little pods before. Now they're just weird. Alright, so this is all going to connect, it seems. Two areas. Yeah, they're all going to connect. So let's go to this area first. Watch for the jump scare. No jump scare. I stand corrected. Oh, it's those guys, but reskinned. Legion magazine. Alright, we have a lift over here. I don't think I can attack him. Oh, I can. Look at that. That works. Anything we can interact with here to open? Those are tiny little lockers. You would think that would be like a, almost like, if it's a morgue, I mean, can you fit in there, really? Do not know. But look at all these people they've experimented on. You guys are evil, man. Quite evil indeed. So, that's going to take me to a new area. I thought it was going to connect over to the other side, so we're going to go explore the other side of this kind of morgue first. Guess we will have to go down and around then. Or up and around, actually. Very interesting. A typewriter with no ink ribbons. Oh, what in the Resident Evil are we gonna do? So this will circle back around. That's shocking. I thought we were going to be able to get right to it. These are not doors, so okay. Up and around we go, I suppose. I didn't think we'd have to do all that. And that certainly doesn't open. Okay. Well, I just wanted to explore it. I guess we were wrong. They don't spew as much poison as they used to. They used to immediately spew that decay poison. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. No more enemies gonna burst out of these pods here. Okay, good. I don't want to get ambushed as I'm running around over here. We get the fire abrasive. Looks like we can do some platforming up here. What a mess. Okay, that guy definitely is going to be shooting projectiles. I don't know if I can reach him from here, though. Lovely. Okay, I'll take it. Let's make sure we don't get frozen, and then we can go and grab this item all the way over here. This is certainly the other side of the area that we were just talking about. We could probably kill a lot of these enemies from up above if we wanted to. Let's see if we get any kind of angle on these guys. No? Can't lock on. He seems a little too far, so we'll go this way. Oh, they just don't want you to cheese them. I get it. They don't want you to cheese them. Fine. We can take the ladder down, or maybe we find a more fun way to get this dealt with here. Fable catalyst from the creature and a dark moonstone. And technically we could go all the way up here. I feel like he's gonna shoot us if we don't, so in my opinion, I say we do come across this way. There doesn't seem to be another way up to the top. I don't see any ladders or anything, so then we can methodically make our way down and around, so let's try that. I would like to, if possible, get him first. Very good. Very good. All right. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so now we're up here. Watch for the ambush. Fortunately, there is none. A resplendent aerial fragment. It looks like we can jump in here. That is an open pathway as well. We've got another kind of mini variant of this guy. Big open area. And then we have all this. Okay. So yeah, I'm fine with that. Curious why that's open though. I doubt I can jump in there, right? The jumps are not that precise. Guy's tanky as hell. We got a quartz from the big guy. Okay. Very nice. And what was he guarding? A Genius Meister's pocket watch. Let's see, can only be sold. A pocket watch so exquisite and intricate it elicits a gasp. Someone who recognizes its value will want to buy it regardless of how expensive it is. The technicians who founded the workshop unit were originally renowned watchmakers. The pocket watches they crafted in their younger days are said to still fetch high prices among collectors. Okay. So ancient disc plus we also have pocket watch. Interesting. I'm curious who that's going to be going to. We got... Well, that's fine. And the morgue. We ended up getting some quartz, which is really cool. We got to get our pee organs all nice and healthy. Half moonstone. Can't kill this guy for the life of me. No! The two easiest enemies. That freeze is nasty. Okay. I wish I could read those lore bites, man. It's unfortunate that they just go so fast. Thing has all the poise in the world, apparently. All right, let's go around and do our little rounds again. Infuriating. There's another guy in here. I didn't even see him. Well, that was a lot more sloppy, unfortunately. So 2 enemies break out of these. Okay. That's fine though, they're easy enough to handle. And we have this brother over here. Cool. I think for the most part. Okay, the elite enemy. I love that. So the cannonball guys are considered elite enemies. They don't respawn. I need to get this guy. Alright, so we can go up here. Miraculous recovery ampule. Is there a shortcut we can open? I'm sure there is. Ambush. When I expect them, there's no ambushes. Here's the shortcut.
I think the test subject is behind that door. Where else could it be? Nerves of steel, buddy. Alright, now let's show this overseer who it's dealing with.
Okay, so we're gonna need to blow the whistle thing at some point. I wonder if that's how Alidoro dies. Hey, we requested his help because he was being so nice and extending the offer. He dies. We essentially cause his death. Then you get some scumbag that ends up kind of picking up his armor and taking his name. Yikes. Is that what happened? I hope not. I sure hope not. Alright guys, you ready for the next boss fight? Me neither. Oh, that was like Fuoko's fight. Holy... But no, that was a weird animation. That was sick. I'm about to die. That was awesome. Holy good, he's good. Don't die, Alidoro. I can't have that on my conscience. Oh, he's called the Two-Faced Overseer, but
That looks dangerous.
oh, he's pissed now. Shinto. So I'm nervous. What happens? Big question for myself. What happens if Alidoro dies? I'd like to know. I was born and ready for you to fight another boss that I don't have to fight. Matthias, I love that. Put the horn on the hotbar? Absolutely. Great minds think alike, B. We did it. We did it. You know what I didn't do? That boss doesn't hit nearly as hard as the others, I'll tell you that. Open it. Enter.
You've been hiding, abomination.
That was scary. No! Pull the aggro. I need you to pull that aggro for me. I did not mean to heal. He's pissed. I'll heal now. Oh! Okay. Oh! My, okay. That could have been bad. Shinto. That was a waste. Don't you dare! Lady, don't hurt Alidoro so much. You didn't allow Doglair to die? It's probably his scripted death, no?
How repulsive. That looks dangerous.
My nose itches. First try. Just kidding. Two-faced overseer. Cool. Oh, I just marked my pants. No, I marked my pants. Oh, God, no. Why did I do that? We killed the two-faced overseer. He was cool, but he only had one face. I don't understand. And then we get the bloody cipher. Since we don't have Vanini. GG's. B didn't let Doglair die. A mechanical device containing cipher records. There may be someone who can decrypt the cipher if asked. The King of Krat used cipher machines to conceal truths that must remain buried. It was the means by which they shrouded the truth in darkness. Thank you for the GG's. We're going to try and give this to Vignini. Vignini. I don't know how to spell it anymore. These need to be tied together. Oh, my notes are like the scribblings of a madman. You guys would be scared if you saw them. Let's talk to our boy.
A hard-fought victory over a dangerous opponent. But we have granted its soul eternal rest.
Yes.
May this creature which woke to misery find peace.
Indeed.
You showed great skill during this fight.
Thank you.
You must have had a great teacher. In
Well,
fact,
self-taught.
your fighting style reminds me of
Oh,
Well, my mission
Leia?
is
Leia?
complete. I'll make my way to Hotel Krat from here.
If you're looking for more clues about the alchemists, you should head there as well. Well, my mission here is...
Okay. I don't want to leave yet. I want to kill more stuff. That was really fun. This area was great. He busted through here like, Hacha! Like Batman. That was pretty cool. Great job, mon ami. Thank you, Matthias. Oh, God, that scared me. Sorry. The vibration. That scared the bejeebies out of me. You should head to Hotel Krat. Goes the wrong way. Boom. Avalanche of death. Falls on head. I think we're in different times and we think we're over here. I don't know. Maybe not. But that was the same hole.
I need more time.
She's dying. Don't die.
I'm coming, Romeo.
Slim
I
thick.
won't be late. Not again.
You were late to save Carlo.
Not like I was with Carlo.
Thank you. Confirming. Confirming the lore. Alright, so like... oh, that's death. Yeah. Are we in the Relic of Trismegistus? Is that Lumachia? Cipher machine record stored in the device can be charged by the tree. Really? So cipher records can be deciphered by the tracker, which is Alidoro. I don't know why he's not sharing his name. It's kind of offensive. Supposed to be bros. I'll chat with this cat, and then we're gonna go back to the hotel, I guess, and then we'll come back here.
If it isn't the lad who stalks the legendary Stalker. I didn't see you there. Are you hurt anywhere?
A little bit.
No.
Just my pride.
So very glad to know you are unharmed, my good fellow.
I don't trust him.
Like me, surely you've heard of the tragedy of the Zelator underground facility. Such a loss. And Veronique, to think
He's the one leading the stalkers to side with the alchemists.
We disagreed on nearly everything, but there was respect, and on her part, greatness. I must know. Did she say anything to you?
He's wanting to know, did he get made? Has he been made?
The legendary Stalker. And you know where she's going. If you do, there may be a way we can offer her a bit of assistance.
I don't trust him. So you can either say nothing, or you can say follow Leah. He is bad. We know this already. I can tell. Why is he here? We know that there are stalkers siding with the alchemists. He seems kind of smug. He's a bad guy. He also was interested to know what Veronique said when she died, because he could have revealed that, hey, we found it's Lumachio. Instead, he says, oh, you're tracking down Leia. Interesting. We can help her. That just means that, oh, we can determine the location where she's at, and we can, you know, kind of interrupt her plans.
The Rose Estate. Ah, you are perhaps seeking the Alchemist tram. There was a tram here once, a long time ago, but it was deep underground. Deeper than here. You can keep looking for it, but that tram to the Rose Estate's been out of commission for ages. I had assumed Veronique's Vanguard took it down for, permanent maintenance. But you might yet be in luck. If you're looking for a route to the sea, take this. This key was given to me by an alchemist before he expired.
You killed him and took it.
Secret passage to the coast. You can get more use from that key than I. Just past the ruins of the tram station, you'll see an entrance. Not sure why I held on to it. I just had a feeling it could be useful.
So he killed whoever had it.
This is alchemist territory. One might say this place is where all the ergo we use comes from. But the alchemists found something else underground. Something so dangerous, most of them fled. They'd say, retreated. Only mining puppets left in there now, still working away. But that doesn't make it safe. Let caution be your watchword. Me? I had some things to look into, investigating.
Well, confirmed our suspicions.
As it happened, I took a rather pointless detour. But I'm still doing my best, trying to, do something good. Veronique was my rival, but was she a hero? Yes, and did seeing her lead me to self-reflection? Yes, it did. And as I reflected, I've learned I simply do not have the courage for, self-sacrifice. I'm no hero. There is no greatness within this coward's body. It seems I'm really nothing like her. Oh, I've only heard rumors. I certainly haven't seen it in person. I've heard alchemists found it sealed away in the ruins deeper underground. Now, I don't buy this, but my sources claim the discovery was alive, but not human. Perhaps that is why the alchemists seem to have cleared out.
It's still aliens, like I thought about.
This is, one might say this, but the alchemist only mining. You heard something more? This.
Oh, my bad, bro. Hold on. Secret Ruins key, an old and weathered key. It's worn, smooth from frequent use. Although the key is made of bronze, it shines like gold, having been well worn by countless hands through the ages. It has been passed from person to person through many routes, much like a troublesome problem. That's the elevator. It's going to link us right back after we complete the entire level. Okay, lovely. So, with that being said, we're going to jump into the Hotel Krat. So many incomplete side quests on this file. The King of Riddles, Arlecchino, may not be the bloody artist that we were thinking, but the bloody artist was a puppet that was killing. So I mean, they seem to be one and the same, but I don't know. There's so many weird like overlaps. I'm not sure what's what. Oh, this is. I was like, what? I went to the hotel in the wrong time. But I can probably still get something deciphered.
Oh, how long did Echo. For a layman, it would have been a thought. Apologies, my...
Frozen Feast, that weapon. Okay, well. Oh man, I've been talking to your brother, like, kind of cool. We need to go back to the old version. So Lamacchio means shy. Very interesting. Oh, I almost did restart. I don't know why I was going towards that. Eventide Hotel Krat. That's where we're going to be headed. Thank you. The sweeper's weapons were simple, powerful, and bespoke tools of destruction. It's a good word. Bespoke. Cool. You can go back to the hotel in either time. That's so neat. Oh, I love this game. Okay. Oh, Alidoro's name's Shy. Perhaps that's why. Cipher machines are devices that hold the alchemist's secret information. The tracker can decrypt cipher machines using matching keys. With the decoded text, you can find secret clues hidden around Krat. Matching keys. So he needs keys? I don't think I have anything yet.
You made it out of the underground facility. I'm glad you're okay. Speaking of which, I see you have an alchemist cipher machine. These are devices used to store confidential information. Decrypting it should reveal what the owner's hidden, but it requires a matching key. Luckily, I found a few during my travels.
Nice.
If I might, I will take it off your hands. I can't offer anything in exchange, but if I can unlock it, we could gain valuable insight about the alchemists. We share a common enemy, so I would like to offer my cooperation. Any enemy of the alchemists is a friend of mine. Come to me anytime. Let's unlock it and see what's inside.
Ooh, let's see.
We're in luck.
Spring is the cat's name. I knew it was S.
This reminds me of a tale I once heard about the ghost crocodile that haunts the zoo.
A special mini boss.
People thought it was an urban legend, but I'd always found it troubling. Find the mounted crocodile at the zoo. It might provide a clue.
Okay, cool. So awesome. Target neutralized. No notable actions observed. Taxidermy secured in excellent condition as ordered. You are now the sole master of the zoo. Congratulations, Lady M. Marchiona. Okay, so we'll need to go find that.
Any enemy of the alchemist. I'm unsure if I should even tell you this. Leia suffers from the petrification disease.
Figured as much.
She hides it from the world, but she can't fool me. I have no idea how long she has left. But for someone like her, it is a wretched, tragic fate. There's very little to be done to help her. It is frustrating. Since Leia and I are not strangers to one another, I have been seeking a cure, but so far to no avail. The official statement is that the alchemists are developing a cure, but I would be wary of any help they offered. Perhaps a true cure will be found someday, but there is nothing we can do for her right now. I gave Leia painkillers that help her endure the worst of the disease. Regardless, it must be difficult. Please help her by fighting at her side. In this moment, what she needs is an ally.
Lumacchio isn't that a character in Lies of P? The snail. That's really interesting. Lumacchio was somebody. He was a weird guy. He was a kind of a, I forget what in the actual tale.
Have you seen what's behind the hotel? Another tree that bears gold coin fruit.
This one's huge though.
Alchemists are attempting to reproduce this tree. Perhaps, I hope anyway, this tree is linked to the cure. I did some investigating on my own. As I suspected, Romeo's disappearance is linked to Leia's history. Perhaps you don't know. Long ago, Leia neutralized an infamous killer puppet. This act may be part of its revenge. At the moment, we know nothing of this puppet's whereabouts. That is what troubles me.
Is it Arlecchino like masterminding some of this? Oh my gosh, it is.
I worry about Leia. This may be a fight she cannot face alone.
He's a mastermind.
Can please lend her your strength.
Oh, this is insane. Okay, so and we are nailing the lore. That's insane, guys. So cool. I got your purse.
I cannot believe my eyes. You found one of my discs. I'm touched, truly. Collecting may seem a silly thing to you, but this simple act connects me deeply to the larger world. Just imagine, who were the ancient beings who
Exactly.
made these discs? Did they worship a god, curse a devil? Or had they endured dark times as we have and sought the solace of an angel? Imagining others reaching the light after a dark night gives me hope this nightmare will end. Now, if you find more discs, I will offer you other valuable rewards in exchange.
Not only that, but I got your man purse.
Oh, dear me. An authentic pocket watch made by a master horologist of the age. A true masterpiece. See its distinctive shine, huh? You know, the first workshop techs were master horologists, clockmakers from foreign lands. Their watches are as intricate as automated puppets. Isn't it just marvelous? My duty as a collector is to preserve these youthful passions of the greats. I would pay handsomely for this watch, if you are willing to sell it.
Alright, let's see.
Oh my, you found my bag. Thank you. It may look ordinary on the outside, but the inside is filled with treasure. In fact, I'm quite certain it contains items you may find particularly useful.
Cool.
As a reward, I would be glad to sell some to you. Huh?
I'm down with that.
Well met, Master Stalker. Lamacchio. Oh, you just missed him. He left in a rush after receiving some documents.
Probably word from the
Leader
alchemist.
of the bastards. He is a busy fellow.
How ironic, he's a bastard.
The legendary backbreaker, you mean? No, I've heard nothing about her. All I know is that she is far too rough on ordinary citizens when rescuing them. Please tell her that from me if you see her. Oh, my back still aches. How will I ever reach the Rose Estate in this condition? Well met.
So there's P organ stuff, veteran's eye patch, and plundering amulet. So charges fable when a fatal attack is successful. That's cool. That's cool. And then we also have eye patch worn by a stalker to protect an eye wounded in battle. It said the lost eye forever sees the moment of its destruction. May the eyes of others see only peace. Embroidered on the eye patch by a veteran stalker. Cool. We'll look into this. If I can get a little bit more, then I'll definitely buy these. Hoping we can get like up to 6. These are calibers. I have no clue how many discs there are, but I would like to have at least 6. So you can get 1, 2, you can get the cosmetic items, you can get the obviously like amulets and stuff, and then you can get the P organ quartz. That'd be sick. 15,000 can only be sold, and I guess there's really no choice about that, right? Other than to do that. Lamacchio the Snail. What a fitting name for the slimy bastard. He is a bastard. Let's see, that's 50. So if I bump this up, honestly, I don't think that's going to do it. Yeah, 10 is not going to do anything for me. Damage reduction. Come on. I can bump this up, then I can drop that other amulet, right? And then if I drop the amulet... Better. Okay, I like that better. Then at some point we need to figure out the claws if we want to go full claws. We also haven't seemed to collect a new ergo, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see about trading the boss ergo.
Well met, Master.
Yeah, I don't have an additional one. Oh, these are not new. Macabre Puppeteer is the only one that's new so far. Interesting. Okay, so we'll see how many other choices we get. And honestly, I wasn't paying attention to any of what they're saying, so like, where are we supposed to go next? Who knows? We're gonna have to find out in the next stream. No, but seriously, we'll have to find out what's going on. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I've had an absolute blast. This has been such a fantastic DLC. I've been enjoying every second of it. we're gonna figure out where to go next, and then I'm gonna try and get through this as quickly as possible, hopefully by tomorrow or Wednesday, so that I can start my lore videos by latest Friday, and then of course try to cover and begin the 100% guide showing all the different things available to us. I just want to say thank you all so much for being so awesome and kind of sharing this experience with me. Really looking forward to making the guide for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and of course, more than anything, just don't forget you guys are the best part of my channel. You guys are awesome. Couldn't be doing this without you guys' support. We will be picking this up to tomorrow probably. I will be streaming it the rest of the week because I just have to beat it. So even though we typically are trying to change the stream schedule, unless there's something that comes up, we'll probably be streaming it tomorrow. I'm going to start trying to work on the off-stream profile and playthrough as well, so we can get some more knowledge and figure out more experiments and go back and forth with, you know, different things and mechanics, learn all of the ins and outs of this DLC. It is like 20 hours, which is like half the base game, so we got quite a lot to cover. But anyways, you guys are awesome. Have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week, and until next time, it's the Inhuman.